And here we are. Can you hear me now? And here we are. Can you hear me now? And here we are. Can you hear me now? Dig it. Dig it. And here we are live now, but the Dungeon Master is the only one here. Got 2 players definitely going to be out. Nobody else has showed up yet, so we're going to see if we have a game tonight. Dungeon Master just may have to make all the dice rolls themselves. Hello, my people. Come in, come in, come in. Let's see how many have arrived. Looks like it's just me. Might be somebody else out there, but I'm pretty sure it's just me and Stream Elements. That's okay. Let's run through our checks anyway, just to make sure that we know what's going on. Yep, looks like it's just me and Stream Elements out here. It's gonna be not a lot going on. At least my stream deck is working. Who we got? Like Goblets and Fabled out there streaming. So as we check our pre-raid, we have 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And as of right now, I am the only person on the stream. Today is our stream night, right? I hope. I'm hoping anyway. But we'll see. Here in a couple minutes, we're going to kick off the stream and we'll just see what happens. See if anybody shows up. If anybody shows up, I appreciate it. If not, is what it is. We got a few folks that would follow. Like I said, Goblets and Warlocks. If you guys haven't checked them out, check them out. Fabled 42 is another good stream. I'm sure that not sure if Lord Kazuma's out. Well, he's not streaming yet anyway. I don't know if he streams tonight with Anna or not. But we will plug everybody. Give everybody a little, show them a little love. All right, at least we got one player here tonight. It's just you and me, Jacob.
It would appear so.
And that's okay. So it's what I said. It's much better to deal with a TPK hearing about it rather than having to live through it.
Haha. Heads up, I will not be available on the 31st.
Okay.
That is when I am moving up to Pennsylvania.
What? Dude, I was just getting ready to start a face-to-face game too, so I guess it sucks to be you. Just kidding. So the 31st, okay. All right, we can dig that.
Yeah, it's pretty much, I've gotten to the point now with cut hours and rising cost of my power bill that I can't sustain all of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm having to choose between which bill to pay at this point. I can't do that anymore. And my uncle offered me a place up with him for about a year, which should be enough for me to get my rampant credit back down again, which I had to build up, which I had to lose because I wasn't making enough money.
Yeah, that's gotta suck badly. Well, you shall be missed, my friend, but at least we still have you here, so I think that's good. So I'm about ready to.
Yeah, what would you do without me?
I don't know, dude. You're like the only one, but I'm already late to starting this thing, so I'm going to start it anyway, even if it is just you and me.
I don't mind playing a game with just you. It'll be fun.
Yeah, man.
But my forge is broken. Let me try to reset this. Not even in the world yet, and it's already screwing up, huh?
Right.
Let me go throw my laundry in the dryer.
And here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode
Hello.
of Agora Quest. Tonight is our Heroes of Kreistrich campaign, and it's really weird. I was going by the timer that I had set running, and I thought I had the timer set correctly, but apparently I was about 5 minutes ahead. So we're actually 4 minutes ahead of schedule, which is okay, because as of right now, the only two that are here are your humble dungeon master and Nilo, our half warrior. Oh, speak of the devil! As I go to look,
been here for like 2 minutes.
Yep, as I go to look, suddenly Paviskro sneaks in under the wire. So there we go. We've got two of the most important players here, which I say actually everybody's important. But since, as we left off last week, hey man, thanks for the resub, brother. As we left off last session, since our
I may be poor, but this is one of the few things that brings me complete happiness I can maintain.
Well, I appreciate that. Worst case scenario, we'll give you a gift sub, man. That's just how we roll. But anyway, so I appreciate everybody.
Free plus one armor?
No. Let's not go there, but want to welcome everybody back to tonight's episode, Agora Quest, our Heroes of Kreistrich version. We are back in Perrinland, where our party is just hopefully trying to wrap up the cleansing out of the cult lair, where a demonic creature had overtaken what am I looking for? What's the word? A temple or some followers of Barai that was trying to cleanse it years back or months back or whenever they went there. And they succumbed to the demonic presence and they became evil cults, and our party had to go in there and show them what's what, give them the whole what for. Almost took them out a couple of times, but they managed to adapt and overcome, and took out the demon, which I believe they discovered the name was Grazit, no relation to Gratz of Forgotten Realms lore, but anyway, they managed to clear it out, and now they are heading to try to clear out the rest of the temple, or at least take a look and see what they might find in there, just in case there is evil undead other places. They want to make sure that they get rid of that. But before we get there, let's talk about us. Obviously, if you're new here, welcome. If you've returned here, welcome back. As always, we're here every Monday for our first edition game. This is our 5th edition game, obviously, which runs every other Friday. So we'll be streaming 3 times this month, because that's just how we roll. If you follow the stream, you know that you earn tokens. You're allowed to trade those tokens in if you want to grant our players Nat 1s and Nat 20s. I encourage you to do that early, so that if they need them during the game, they have them available. You cannot do it after the fact, so they have to have them on hand in order to use them. So I encourage you, as I said, to get them out of the way early, because they only are good for the current stream. We don't normally carry them over stream to stream unless there is some extenuating circumstance, of which there has been in the past. But for the most part, they only last for that stream, so I encourage you to get those done. Also, if you'd like to help support the stream, for every 200 bits that you cheer, you can grant any player that you wish advantage. Now, that being said, if you're going to grant Nat 1s and Nat 20s using the free tokens that you earn just for interacting and watching our stream, you can just donate that to the party. You don't have to give it to a specific player. Let the party kind of hash it out, and that's what most people do, but there are some that give directly to a specific player.
Sean.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but did my longsword attack go through in chat?
I don't see it, no.
Okay, I cannot get Forge to load whatsoever for me.
Really? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I do know that they did have issues here recently, and we'll talk about that, but just kind of let me get through this. But no, are you running it, trying to do it from D&D Beyond?
Yeah, because I couldn't get the load up, but I'm stuck in the loading page where it says the map is trying to load. Yeah. So I just thought, like, maybe I'm loaded in, it's just not working for me. So I tried to roll from Beyond.
Yeah, I think because there was an update to the D&D Beyond module that we implemented, it might be that you have to like reconnect. When you first come in, it'll say, hey, you have to connect or whatever, and you click the button OK, and poof, it magically lets you connect.
I wasn't talking about Beyond 2. I wasn't talking about any of the interconnections there. Like, I can't get the map on Forge to load in, so I tried to roll from Beyond. What's up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is the reason it's probably not coming through is because you have to be connected to Forge for it to be rolled through from D&D Beyond, right? So,
okay, well, I'll keep trying to get this thing to work. Keep going.
Yep, no worries. So anyway, as I said, so normally trade in those free tokens for Nat 1s and Nat 20s. They only last for that session. No big deal. You can pick a player, donate it to the DM, obviously, if you want. But if you don't want to donate to somebody specific, just say you want to give it to the party, and the party will handle it from there. However, if you are going to spend your hard-earned coin in the forms of cheering bits, as I said, for every 200 bits, you can grant advantage to a player. That you have to actually specifically choose a player, because those do carry over stream to stream, and that way, if a player leaves or something happens or whatever, the advantage is still with that player, and it doesn't go to like the party and stuff like that. So I just encourage you to donate to specific players who you want to see either kick butt, or give it to the DM if you want to see the players get their butt kicked. But that being said, obviously, you can also subscribe, which I encourage you to at least subscribe. At least follow us. But if you want to help, again, support the stream, every dime that we make through you guys goes right back in the form of hosting services, content that I go out and get. We don't have a huge overhead here, but then again, we don't we don't ask a lot of you guys, and so we don't take in a whole bunch, but it kind of balances itself out. It's like, just as I get my Twitch payment, it literally is almost exactly enough to carry us over for the next month or two. So it works out perfectly, and I encourage folks to keep kind of doing that. So we love the support that you guys give. So hopefully we are living up to the content that you're looking for. We are a Greyhawk stream. If you do like Greyhawk, if you're familiar, even if you're not familiar with Greyhawk, but if you'd like to learn about Greyhawk, there are a lot of great content providers out there that do Greyhawk content. So I encourage you to hit the Greyhawk Teams page. If you go to twitch.tv/team/Greyhawk Creatives, again, these links are in our about page. If you just go to our normal page where you're going to watch this stream, if you go down below and look at the about page and all that other stuff, we got all those links down there. Check out the Greyhawk Creatives. There's a lot of great content that goes on. I don't know, again, normally I think he starts at 7:30, maybe it's 8:30 for the map stream, but Lord Gazumba is the head of the household, so to speak, and he created that team page and put us under this little umbrella of Greyhawk content. And so you're able to go there and browse and see all these great content providers that are out there. So I encourage you to do that, because there's a lot of great stuff out there, and it's not just D&D games stream like we do. We are strictly, we play a first edition game, we play a 5th edition game, and that's it. There are others out there, obviously, that do the artwork, that do the gabbins and the talk type shows, and again, Anna Meyer does her mapping shows. So I encourage you guys to go check all of those out as well. And last but not least, man, if you guys are feeling generous, but you don't want to do a recurring subscription, we do have a tip jar. Just hit our tip jar and donate. It actually works out to our benefit even better, because Twitch doesn't take like 50% like they normally would. That goes directly to a content provider. So I encourage, anytime that you see somebody has a tip jar, if you're going to want to donate to that stream, and you don't want to do a recurring subscription, I encourage you to hit the tip jar, because like I said, there's like a whatever the payment processor, if you use PayPal, credit card processor, whatever they use, they usually take like 1%, 2% of whatever the amount is. Everything else goes to the content provider. So that's how we've been able to get some of the gear we have with our lighting and our stream deck and whatnot, is generous tip donations by some of our patrons. So again, I appreciate you guys being with us tonight. As I originally alluded to, our party has been involved in figuring out what the heck this mansion, temple, ancient elven place that they've stumbled upon in the wild woods just to the north and east of the city of Traft in the country of Perrinland. The party has been on this overarching thing to try to clear Nilo Hundar's family name. Her sister was involved in an attempted assassination, apparently, on the president. And so because of that, the family was stripped of its rank and station and its title, and that any association with the clan whatsoever has been stripped away from the family. And Nilo took it upon herself to go figure out what the heck happened, either bring her sister to justice or find out what was going on and prove that the family was not involved in any way. So at a minimum, she can get the family back into the fold of the clan, and at best, prove that her sister wasn't involved. However, come to find out that her sister was involved. However, it appears she was possessed by another demonic presence, very similar to what happened here. And as they took down Nilo's sister, when they found out where she was and managed to corner her, Nilo herself took the killing blow against her sister. But before her sister died, she whispered a name by the name of Arthur Stevens, and the party tracked this Arthur Stevens to this location where he was apparently a cleric, or a high priest, if you will, of the Temple of Barai. And hey, thanks, Troy. Appreciate that. Oh, here we go. Troy, I love you, man. Dude, you are my idol and my hero. So for those that don't know, Cannibal's out there dropping bombs on our stream. And it's just going to make my my attention deficit is just going crazy because I can't concentrate and talk when he's doing that. But I appreciate it, Troy. Appreciate all the love. And anyway, so our party discovered that our party has discovered that Arthur Stevens was corrupted by this demonic force, and in turn, all of his acolytes and whatnot were taken over by this demonic force. And the party, as I said, managed to take down Arthur Stevens. They discovered who this demonic or what this demonic force was. They actually discovered some ancient elven text that sort of described this force taking over the elven complex, and the elves tried to fight it off, but in the end they just abandoned the place to the demon, and it's been here for hundreds, if not 1,000 or so years. And so, oh dude, it's all right, man. You are a good distraction, Troy. I appreciate it. As I was telling everybody right before you got here, every penny that we make goes right back into the stream, man. So it's guys like you that help me afford this content without asking my wife if I can have a bigger allowance. So I definitely appreciate the love, man. It is not unappreciative. So my camera? Oh, actually, no, I did not. I appreciate that. I just looked over and noticed it isn't. So give me just a sec. Oh, you know what it was, I'll bet? Okay. I will lay you odds. Let me go to my camera here. Yeah, it's set up. Oh, for some reason, give me just a second here. I'm going to unplug my camera and plug it back in. So it's interesting. I'm glad you said that, because I'm looking and it's telling me that, like, it's trying to use a virtual camera. It did not pick up my camera at all. So give me, as I said, give me just a second. Camera source, restart the camera and anything using it. Okay, I am not going to. Yeah, again, for some reason, it's telling me that my Elgato camera doesn't exist because OBS is stupid. Give me 30 seconds.
Countdown, guys.
What? So none of
us can get
Sean.
on. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I just want to
I
make sure.
can't get on either.
Yep.
We're on the same page then.
We'll just all have to watch the Twitch stream very intently.
Don't worry. We still have Avray in the chat too.
That's true. Oh man, I was gonna draw cards for my tarot deck. Damn it.
Do you really want to risk that?
What, drawing from a tarot deck?
Yeah.
No, fuck yeah.
Fair enough.
It's my deck. It does what I want.
Be right back, guys. I'm gonna go take a. Yeah, I'll be right back.
So, Sean, I don't know if you saw our chat or not, but you're the only one that's connected to Forge right now. Everyone else is stuck in the same loading screen.
Yep.
All right, so
your world is taking too long to load. We're troubleshooting it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, for some reason it's telling me that, and I don't want to have to restart OBS. So I am not going to worry about that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to I'm wondering if it has to do with the modules. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let me go. It's probably like the modules that are selected or something like that. So I am going to undo some of these modules that we probably don't need, so it's not trying to load them for you guys as well. I think those, because there were like 2 or 3 that I added back into just so that I could have some content available, but it's not necessarily needed. So this is going to restart everything. So it's going to reload. So I apologize for those that are watching the stream. And again, why would we ever have a stream that runs normally? This is usually our first edition stream. Our first edition stream we affectionately call Shiza Cinema. So our shit show as it were. So now it loaded pretty quick for my stream view, but it's taken a while loading for me for my DM's view. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully I won't lose anybody out there, but I really want to know again why. Really want to know. Man, there's just like nothing working here on my controls. What I'm doing now is I am trying to take a look at the webcam here and see. Yeah, it's like it's not recognizing my camera because my camera's not turning on and I don't know why. This is kind of frustrating.
Don't worry about it.
I do worry about it a little bit just because it's like every time I think I got everything working, I was here a little late, but I thought I had everything working. Yep, that's why. But how about we plug the USB into the USB port instead of the Ethernet port because it's dark under my desk.
How did you get it in there in the first place?
It's just I thought it slid in and it went in. I thought it was in correctly and it wasn't. Oh, there we am. Now let's try this.
Yeah, I agree. How the hell did you manage to make that work?
Because I am a magician.
Just make sure you take your cup out of the built-in cup holder in the computer.
Yep. Hang on. There we go. Now I'm set. So I was looking up and I was like, oh, my camera light's not on. What the heck? As soon as Adam said something, I'm like, what the hell? And I look back there and said, now it's plugged in, but it's dark under my desk, right? So I didn't really know. So I am with a capital R. Okay. So now let's see if I can get out of studio mode here. Of course not. We're out of studio mode. We're in here. All right. Did Forge load for anybody? Yeah, it's still not loading. Oh, yes, it did.
Nope.
Really? All right. So my question is, how about I go out and I just bounce the server and I restart the server. So it'll take a second for me to go shut it down and then bounce it back out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Forge. I'm going to stop the server and it's going to, you can see you have lost connection to the server. Nope, you cannot. Refresh that. And now I'm going to restart my server. Launch my game. Okay, and now it's making me log back in. And let's see what happens here. I apologize for those out on the stream watching us go through our standard technical difficulties. I don't know what the heck's going on. So, like I said, and that was one of the other things I want to talk about is if anybody knows, Forge was having major issues last week because they were trying to migrate off of their old provider and onto a new provider, which apparently is supposed to be better, faster, stronger, and give them more flexibility on stuff. But their old provider, during the migration, the old provider said that there's too much content going across your particular LAN, VLAN that they had set up for them. And they treated it as a DDoS attack and they black holed their server, which basically means they took their primary server and isolated it from the internet. And so Forge was jumping through hoops trying to keep the lights on while their service provider kept black holing every new server that they stood up. And for those that are in IT, you'll understand maybe a little bit some of what they talk about.
I get
He did a whole
tad
blog
bit about it.
He did a whole blog post about it, but basically every time they stood up a new server to be their controlling server to handle the migration, their service provider would black hole that server. So originally it took him like 3 hours to get everything back up. And then as he got better at knowing what he had to do, as soon as they black holed it, he was able to get it done in just a few minutes. But they did this over the course of a week. So Forge had a really, really unhappy week last week for those that were paying attention at all. So I thought, they're not completely done. Most of the stuff is shifted over to the new servers, but apparently some of the asset management stuff, assets being pictures, maps, and all that stuff are still on their old one. So that might be what we're getting. I didn't think the load map was too intensive, because we use it all the time. This is our Parallel map. So I am going to move us over to the where we left off last week right now, so we can kind of get this going at least a little bit. And then we can, maybe it'll load for you guys, but just kind of let me know if it loads at all. We might have to refresh a couple times because, I'm looking at, I don't see anybody logged in right now other than myself and the VTT viewer. Okay.
Reloading
like
in. See if this happens.
Okay.
Oh, yep. I got it now. Yeah.
Because it's a lighter map, right? So I'm wondering if the size of the map on the Parallel map itself might be the issue. I don't know 100%, but with this smaller map, hopefully it's not quite of an intensive load on you guys now that we got here. So Monkey, Adam, let me know if you're able to get in and it loads. You're on?
I'm still trying is what I'm saying.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. So unfortunately,
I just refreshed it. It loaded right up for me.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Third time's a charm, it turns out. I'm in.
There we go.
Sorry, hold up. I'm in.
Gotcha. All right. Yep. So I just Monkey, are you back yet? Are you okay? Good to go?
Yeah.
So, all right. So
I think something's happened. For some reason, my wand of Orcus is not there anymore.
Your wand of what?
Orcus is not there anymore.
So we actually had that discussion when you weren't here, and the party felt that was just a little overpowering. And so the party decided to give it back to Orcus, and they said if Tarikas wants it, he can go fight Orcus for it.
Yeah, we actually all got a wish out of it because Orcus was really happy to get his wand back, except you, because you stole it.
Man.
But he didn't kill you, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, all right, the last thing I want to hit up, and I apologize for the hiccups on the start, folks, but this is going to be probably as a little less chaotic than it's been the past few sessions, because the past few sessions have been really, really combat intensive. And for those that were here last session, we started the combat at the beginning of the session, and the last 15-20 minutes is what we were exploring in this part of the area, because the entire stream took up the combat, and most of it was with Paviskro locked in his own little world, literally. So it was definitely it was an interesting fight. But now
have tea.
Now Tarikas, not Tarikas, but Paviskro knows all about interdimensional places and stuff. So at least have a clue. But the last thing I do want to mention, oops, where was I? I completely lost my train of thought on what else that I wanted to say. It'll come back to me. I was reading something and then I lost it. But anyway, let's kind of pick up where we left off here. As the party defeated the demonic creature, which actually came out of Arthur Stevens, and it tried to enter in Tarikas And just as it was forcing its way in, there was this blast of light that, well, at least Tarika saw this blast of holy light as apparently something from his deity, some willpower provided by his deity, managed to stave off the assault of the demonic creature before it could take over Tarika's body. And it caused the demonic being to flee back within the mask from whence it originally came. And so the party, in their notes, they discovered a hidden treasure trove of old scrolls and old elven texts and books and all this other stuff. And within the text, they discovered that the creature was inhabited in the mask, and somehow it had escaped and took control and whatnot. And what you see is what the result was. But now it is trapped once again back in the mask, and the party had thought to go back to Traft to at least figure out a more permanent solution of getting rid of the demonic being. But as they were exploring, they came across a room, which is where they are right now. Now this chamber, as they look in it before, they saw it opened into a room that was about 15 feet across, maybe 20, 25 feet north and south. And within there, they saw 5 stone sarcophagi resting along the eastern wall, the lids each engraved with fine elvish scriptures, and stone busts on the wall behind each one, depicting some elven person. So apparently whoever was interned here was a individual of renown or power or both, but the party wanted to investigate them. And so before they opened up the lids, Paviskro has cast a web spell over all of the sarcophagi, and then he diligently burned away just enough of the webbing for the southernmost sarcophagus, so that way, if anything came out of any of the other sarcophagi, he would be able to deal with it, because they would be hopefully trapped within the web. So, anybody have any questions or anything? What I was going to say is we are down 2 players tonight. Our blind dwarven warrior Ragnar, as well as our ranger Desmond, are not able to be with us tonight for various reasons, and so hopefully, as I said, it'll be a little bit slower night, because again, the party has really been involved in a lot of combat and stuff here recently. So anyway, were there any other questions that the party may have had? Okay. So I guess then, before we get started, remember, out in our stream chat, if you have the tokens that you want to start donating to our players, I encourage you to get to them early. As I said before, we cannot use them after the fact. So, all right. Why is my stream not showing? Okay, I guess that was it. So, Paviskro, as you looked in and you saw the sarcophagus sort of burned away, you can still see the inscriptions over the top of this sealed. They're all sealed, right? And they all have elvish runes and inscripted over the top of them. But you are able to get from the door to the first sarcophagus, if you so desire, without being entrenched in your web.
Okay, what am I looking at here with the sarcophagus?
It's literally just a stone sarcophagus. There is a bust of an elven male, appears to be a warrior of some kind, perhaps a holy warrior. You're not really sure. It's long since faded and worn. There's the sarcophagus itself is humanoid size, elf or human size, obviously made of stone, and the stone itself, the lid is sealed to the base, right? So you could see the mortar sort of going between the lid and the base of the coffin portion of the sarcophagus itself. Again, in elf inscriptions all over it, indicating that this individual that's interned here was some kind of a hero or a warrior or whatnot. You know, here lies so-and-so in their final resting place, servant of the people, may he rest in peace forever, yada, 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 stuff like that.
Avisha's going to kind of walk up to this coffin then and say something akin to, look, buddy, I don't really want to disturb your grave, but I know you have got some weird evil elementing energy and all that sort of thing, so I'm just going to, and I'm gonna knock on the top of the coffin with the end of my hammer, see if anything happens.
Okay.
Wakey, wakey.
You knock. The sound of metal on stone reverberates through the room for a second. Nothing happens.
All right, you're a heavy sleeper. That's fine. And I'm going to try to pry the top of the lid off and just shove it aside.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check, please. DC 20.
I will offer aid for so you can have advantage.
You cannot aid him from all the way back there.
Okay, well.
I thought I was in there with him initially, but all right.
No, he just now walked into the room.
This is heavy. Okay. Can I leverage my crowbar for advantage? Because that's what the crowbar grants.
Absolutely.
Cool. So nope.
It's a strength check, right?
Athletics.
You grab the one side. I'll grab the other, and you just
two of you working together.
She's gonna take
two of you working together.
Too.
All right, two of you working together. I will lower the DC down to 17, and I will give advantage because you have the crowbar.
There we go.
As you snap the lid and it sort of slides across, you can see inside the emaciated body of an elf wearing remnants of whatever robes and clothing that he was buried in. His body has not completely deteriorated. As soon as you sort of break the lid free, its eyes snap open and you hear it say, "First cultists, now tomb robbers, you shall all die." And it begins to sit up. And that,
can we both just pop it with a spell real quick as it's sitting up?
No, because we have to go through the rules as written. I need...
Going through initiative.
Need initiative, please. Oops. Where did that happen?
Oh, you know what? I got a better idea.
All right.
You remove the dice rolling module, or is it just not showing up yet?
It looks like it's been updated. There's some differences on it.
So which dice module? I don't understand.
I remember when I used to click initiative and it would just roll for me, but I don't know if that's a thing anymore.
It could be. So I will say this, that there were a lot of conflicts with some of the updates that happened and stuff, and so that could be it.
Okay.
Can I try to say something before everyone starts slinging spells and swords and shit?
Perviskro, you rolled that additional D8.
Yeah, for my
Yep.
That's the bonus I have from that one spell.
Yeah, did it add it to it? Okay, it did. Yeah, sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. So as you guys sort of knew this thing was coming, as you stand back, the speed which this thing moves takes you completely by surprise as it leaps out, setting its target on you, Praviskro.
All right, fair.
As it reaches out with its, first of all, you see that it's buried with its stuff, and it comes out with a rusty-looking blade in its hand. But the first thing that lashes out at you is its hand, a 22.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Right.
Whoa! I'm not robbing your tomb. I'm just getting the necrotic energy up of you. Don't feel bad. This is going to be healthy.
All right. All right. As it swipes out and it strikes you, but just as it's about to hit, you throw up, your shield spell goes off, and it misses. As it deflects, as your as your shield deflects, it brings its rusty blade in for its second attack, which easily glances off of your oops, I should have begun combat, my apologies. As it comes off, as it easily glances off of your shield.
You are as rusty as your sword.
Hey, do not mock it. Do not mock it, please.
I'm mocking the necrotic energy that's animating it, not the thing itself. The soul's gone by now.
All right. Praviskro, you're up.
So do I notice any sort of movement coming from these other coffins?
Nothing yet that you see.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, Nello, let's back up a little bit. Just give me some room to work here. And I'm going to cast a mirror image on myself real quick.
Okay.
There are now several Praviskros in this spot.
4, I believe, right?
Yep, there appear to be 4 of him standing there.
All right, so each attack is a 25%, right?
Something close to that.
Right, I forget what the actual... Or is it...
Yeah, like,
it's different in 5e.
Roll a d20. Yeah, I roll a d20, and on a 6 or higher, it changes to a duplicate.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Any movement for you?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna move back up to here. Kind of try to get in this hole, to like get in this doorway right here.
Okay.
And I'm hoping Nyla will follow me when she's done with her action.
All right.
He will get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. Oops. I forgot to target you.
Let me move myself back in so you can.
No, you're
make
good.
Sure you don't get like a range.
Oh yeah, exactly.
He's out of range. I'm just like, he's out of range. He's already out of my range.
Yep, exactly. All right.
Just make sure you double check where you're at in the ways of feet.
17, 21.
Or we could all be like Desmond.
Right, yeah, that hits one of my duplicates. It's gone.
All right. Poof. So there are 3 of you left.
And now there were 3. Yes.
Well, yeah. Now there's technically, there's 3 of you, or is there 3 copies of you? Plus
there's
you?
3, and one of them's correct.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure. Okay. All right, Nilo, you're up.
Nilo will. She heard the comment. If I recall correctly, he said first cultist and now grave robbers, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. She raises her shield and asks, "Did the cultists raise you, or are you supposed to be guardians?"
No answer, as it just has a burning hatred of all things living, of which you are one.
Remember, Torika said that it was an evil undead.
Most undead are evil.
Yes, but like specifically evil, not just like casually evil.
Okay, Nilo, is that it for you? Nilo. Okay, Nilo got her longsword out.
I must have been hitting Z instead of Alt. I don't know if that 13 hit or not. I just automatically rolled
13, that. Yep, the 13 misses.
Okay, second attack.
Okay.
And that's a miss.
And that misses as well. Nice. As we go...
She's going to chill there. Pavisco, keep backing up.
All right.
As we go to the top of the next... It's killing me. Keeps moving this. As we go to the top of the next round, suddenly you hear this hissing sound as coming out of two of the other sarcophagi are two incorporeal creatures as they sort of flow their way through the webs.
This can be handled.
All right. So as the white takes aim at Nilo, swinging with his claw, with his life-draining ability.
That's a miss.
17 misses as he follows up with his blade. As you get hit. As you cast shield, and now you are not hit. All right. Perviskro, you are up as you watch.
You know, Tarikas, I could actually use some like turn on Ned shit right now. That would be really great. No? Okay.
We can, if we want to pause just a second, Tarikas, you see your compadres down the hall in the room backing out. At least you watch as Perviskro comes backing out, and he is followed by some spirit-looking ghostly figure that flows through the webs that Perviskro laid and is coming directly at him. As I said, you can see the undead in the room across. So if you want to join the action, you just let us know. Tarika's back yet?
I don't know. He's still mute and deaf.
Yep. He said he'll be right back. Sorry. Okay. All right. I am going to put him in the combat, though. I'll try to put him in the combat if the overlays would get rid of him. I'm going to roll his initiative.
It's like, I am not a damage dealer.
Yep. As Tarikas goes right before Nilo. Okay. All right. Now we're back to combat. Perviskro, you're up.
All right, I'm going to continue to not be a damage dealer, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile on the
Stone.
Actually,
Firebolt might be.
Why would I do that? I'm going to actually go after this white, thinking about it a little bit further, since we've already done some damage to it, and I want to get as many enemies off the board as fast as possible.
Okay.
So no targets for. Okay, whatever. I'll just roll it manually. Hold on.
Seriously?
He's gonna. Oh yeah, 15 damage.
15. Okay.
15.
Nice. As you watch as the missiles sort of yeah, that's really weird that it won't let you. Oh, you can't see. How about if I move them up a little? Now you can target them.
It was actually not a target thing. It said the macro doesn't exist. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, I'm like, it's sitting there in my hotbar, but I guess it doesn't work.
That's bizarre. Yeah, here we go. Thanks, Forge. We gotta go back and unscrew up whatever screwed up. Okay, so as you guys watch as the bolts of energy blast into it, causing the white to hiss and shriek in pain as the magical energy is done. Okay, as you guys watch as the other wraith comes down. Where does he want to go? Yeah, I'm going to say that's going to be the rule right now. As he comes down to target Nilo. As he swings down upon Nilo.
That's a miss.
And misses. I want to double check your life drain. Okay, just want to make sure that's what it is. All right.
I'm at 24 AC right now.
All right.
No, 23.
As it misses, as the second wraith takes aim at Perviskro.
It is 24. My bad.
Yours is 24 or 25?
4, yeah. Its shield is +5, right?
Yeah.
Shield is +5.
Yeah, okay, it's 24. Pathfinder ones is +4.
Right, that attack is coming for me, not a dupe. Just as a heads up, I checked for it already.
All right.
An 18 would hit me, but I will cast another shield because I am not about that life drain life. That is not unpleasant.
Okay. All right. As you cast that second shield.
Yeah. This is getting expensive. This is getting extremely expensive.
Yep. All right. As Tarikas moving up into the hall. And
Hey, Jack Horse, welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the game.
yeah, man. All right. As Tarikas sort of focuses, he can only see. I'm looking at the actual definition. Each undead that can see or hear you. Okay, so only one of the undead can actually see Tarikas as
All
he
of
puts.
them can hear him shout.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. That'll make sense. Good point. As he sort of holds up his holy symbol, and he casts his channel divinity. Oh, come on. Let's go here, here, and here. Oh, darn it. Fight us again. Okay, who's got him? As he casts Turn Undead. So each one of these has to do a wisdom saving throw. 22. The wraith in front of you succeeds. This next
In
one
front of Perisco?
Okay. In front of Perisco. The one that the wraith now in front of Nilo fails.
Okay.
As it goes to quickly move back from whence it came. And now the white.
I will let it run.
As the white also fails its saving throw, as it moves back into the corner, the other wraith goes all the way up to its corner up there, and it shall not pass.
Does the 18 hit the white?
It should.
But you're
yes.
not attacking the one that's running, right?
Oh, I was attacking the one that's running.
Oh, because you're gonna unturn it if you do. So be careful, my dude.
Yep, you hit it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, I forgot that turning undead. Wait, you turn undead. If you hit them, it
yes, my
flips?
dude. If you do any damage to them, they get unturned.
Oh, I didn't realize the function is
You're
one
thinking of a
person.
different edition.
No, I literally did not know it at all. It doesn't. Okay, I guess I won't be attacking them then.
Okay, fair enough. All right, as we go back, Nilo, your action is up now.
Can I stand here?
Yes.
There's web there.
There's web there if you want to
roll
your...
Oh, that hampers my attack too, doesn't it?
You would be restrained. You would be trapped there and have disadvantage on everything, and everything against you would be with advantage.
All right. Well, I wouldn't.
It's real best.
I wouldn't be trapped there, but I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna smack this with a spell.
Okay. Nice. Hit. 7 hit points of fire damage. Nice.
You roll with disadvantage because you were in melee, right?
No.
Oh.
That's all right. We'll remember next time. We're good.
I don't remember spells being disadvantaged when casting in melee.
All range attacks while an enemy was within 5 feet of you are disadvantage. So heads up.
Yep. Okay. All right. Is it for Nilo?
Yeah.
All right. As the white stays in its corner. I forgot. It's for a minute, right?
Yeah, for a minute until it takes damage.
All right, so that means round 12 it'll be unturned. Perviskro.
Magic missile, the one in front of me again.
Okay.
Well, for the first time, actually. Now that I think about it. It's 9 damage.
9 damage. And that is that. Okay. So that Wraith in the upper corner stays. The Wraith in front of Perviskro targets him.
Let me see if I hit the dupe.
Okay. Is
one I'm back. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're good,
Only
man.
2 left.
It hits 1, so now
so
there's 1 left. Just
well,
just
that's
being
what I
a
mean.
dupe.
Yep, that's what I meant. All right. Just in time, Tarikas. You, while you were gone, out of your mind, your god sent an angel into your brain to control you like a puppet. And you cast Turn Undead, and you turned 2 of the undead creatures in there, but the third one is still engaged with Perviskro in the doorway just ahead. You can see a wraith sort of hovering there. Its smoky black incorporeal body with its bloody red eyes as it's raking its claws over the top of Perviskro. A couple of times you've watched as the Perviskro managed to shield it off as he cast a quick spell to deflect the blow from the creature. But that's where, and right now you are in the middle of the hallway. If you cannot already see where you're at and what's going on.
Yes, I see everything here.
Yep. So you did cast Turn already.
Okay. So is he doing okay?
Yeah, Perviskro doesn't look like he's been hit yet.
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
Okay, so I go.
Couple of close calls.
I go. Be gone, spirit of the damned. And can I move past him?
You can move into my square, cast the thing, and then move back if you want.
Yep.
Trying to get really in there. Oh, something happened.
Close the door.
You closed the door.
Shut the door on me.
Be gone.
Go away.
All right.
Slams the door. Slams the door in your face and just
right.
Everybody focuses on Nilo.
We just want to know if you found Jesus, sir.
Who's Jesus?
Yeah. Jesus. He's a friend of ours.
It's a friend of Saint Cuthbert, or?
Yeah.
So can I get in? No, I can't. I gotta stay there, right? I can't get by.
Can't get by. You can't move through an enemy space, technically.
Okay. So then, right there, I say.
You can with an acrobatics, if I recall.
It's an optional rule. DM can allow it if he wants.
What's that?
But that'll be my turn, though.
Moving through an enemy space with an acrobatics.
I don't necessarily say you have to have acrobatics. Oh, an enemy space. Sorry. Enemy space. Moving through an enemy space is, to me, just considered difficult terrain. Like a difficult terrain type of a thing. So, but I mean, I've never agreed with the rule that you can't move through enemy territory, because combat, you're pushing and shoving and moving and all that stuff. So I would consider it.
That's why they say make an acrobatics check to do it, because can you roll past them?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If you fail, they get attack opportunity or something on you like that.
Yeah, so I mean, I would definitely allow, if you. It depends. Yeah, I would say that I'm
trying to move right there.
Sense.
You're trying to move into my web.
Yeah, there is webs up there.
No, I'm not. I'm staying right there. I just wasted it. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell him, you creature of the damned, go back to where you came, and I'm going to. Oh shoot! What am I gonna do? Oh, I'm going to hit Order Radiance.
Okay.
Spiritual Hammer. Do I have a Spiritual Hammer out?
Not yet. I did not do anything for you because that's your character.
Okay, I'm going to cast a Spiritual Hammer.
Okay.
To attack him from behind.
Okay.
So let me go and cast that.
Okay.
As a bonus action. Bonus. Wait, I have to cast spell. Wait, okay, second level. Standard roll. I have to select.
Yep, got to select the wraith so you can kind of swing to hit it.
Okay, I don't know. It's not letting me select for some. Oh, there it goes. It turned yellow. Is it supposed to be yellow? I thought it was red. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's red for me.
I hit standard roll.
Yep.
Should I hit attack?
Yep. And now hit attack.
It doesn't give me attack now. It just says let's say
hit the attack.
I don't have an attack anything on my screen.
If you look in the chat, it opens up. Yeah, in the chat it should.
Oh, okay, I see it. Sorry.
There you go. As your spiritual weapon hits. So go ahead and roll damage now.
Damage.
9. Total of 9. Nice. And
then I'm going to. Then I'm going to do. Word of Radiance.
All right. DC 16 Constitution save. It rolled a 6, so it failed. So it took 5 more hit points of damage.
Oh yeah.
Of radiant damage if it has a weakness on radiant. Do wraiths have like double damage against radiance?
No.
Oh, they still
Really?
It has no.
No, it's
vulnerability.
shadows that do, not wraiths.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured it would have it just because it's undead.
Yeah, I would say it would be up to the DM. Yeah.
No. It is not up to your humble.
Well, you can have me for trying.
All right, you can move back if you want to.
Oh, I don't stay there. Oh, well, don't I? Oh, he shut the door on me again.
That was me.
So don't he get an opportunity of attack if I do that, or is that?
Yeah, he does, but that's that is.
Oh, that's the part of it.
Oh, I mean, you moved into
Go ahead.
Provisco space and moved back. All right, so.
I didn't realize that, but I'll take it. Go ahead.
All right, as he.
I'll allow you to do it.
I appreciate it.
Man,
16.
we're in a mood tonight.
Yeah.
As a group.
16. I believe that misses.
Yes, I love you.
Tarikas. Yeah, whatever. Okay. All right. I just need to make sure that Tarikas, you unselect the Wraith, Paviskro, and Nilo.
Got it. It's done.
Okay. Yeah, because it looks like somebody else. It looks like Nilo has everybody targeted as well.
Yeah, I just untargeted everybody.
Looks like you still have Tarikas targeted, Nilo.
There we go.
There we go.
It's done.
Yep. For
Yeah,
Word of
'cause I have
Radiance does
access-
some weird stuff.
Why are you talking to me, bro? Huh? Why?
I don't have access to Tarikas' sheet, so that shouldn't actually affect me.
No, what happened, there's a glitch with, all right, whoever keeps clicking on the door and closing the door is really annoying. Because it ain't me. Somehow...
Oh! I'm trying to click Paviskro's character and it keeps clicking the door.
Gotcha. Yep. So, anyway, there is a glitch with the Word of Radiance for somehow that when he selects and casts it, it suddenly... everybody in that group selects everybody else, right? So it's just really weird what happens and stuff. So every time he casts Word of Radiance, we have to go back around the horn, make sure that everybody unselects anybody that's not supposed to be selected and stuff. So, all right. So that is Tarikas's. Nilo, you are up.
All right.
Hello, Jackie. Jack H. Horse.
She's gonna go over here.
You know, we're in the webs.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about.
Okay.
Okay,
First of all, give me a dexterity saving throw. What's your DC? Is it 15 or 16 for Visco?
One of the two. I'll let you know. It's
Okay.
15.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't need to worry about that because I'm going to cast Mist. Well, it won't let me cast Misty Step for some reason. I can't change it. But yeah, I'm casting Misty Step.
Oh well, that's fair enough, I guess. Like, yeah, he doesn't even need to make the save because he can just get out immediately. Doesn't change anything. Yeah, fair enough.
All right. As you move, boom, Misty Step, and you are there. What'd you need?
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a level 1 spell for me.
Right.
So in this case, I'll be firing a cantrip now.
Yep.
It's a first level spell for you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So because of the feat I took, I added to my spell list in addition to getting 1 free cast of it.
Oh, so you cast it for free. Got it.
I already cast it for free once, but I can use it as a first level spell. Oh, it's a second level spell?
Yeah, it's a second level spell, my dude.
Oh.
You also get a first level spell, but that's a different story. Yeah, it's a second level spell. I was just like, what is this dark sorcery? I've never heard of that. Misty Step as a first level spell? I love it.
I can't actually do that then.
Oh, uh-oh. That's a problem. Can you spend your cantrips to do it?
I don't have second level spells.
You don't have... Oh. Can you spend your cantrips to do it?
Okay, so I missed my firebolt.
No, the original firebolt was a hit.
No, I would be rolling at disadvantage at that point because I'm trying to shoot him in melee.
Oh.
Because
you know what?
I couldn't do the Misty Step.
It already took it, so I'm not even going to worry about it. All right. It's just a game. I'm not worried about it. So normally I would say yeah, but we're already past it, so it's already taken the damage off, and I'm not going to worry about it. So you hit it with the firebolt from close range. All right. That is it, as we're back to the top. As the white continues to cower down there as he takes the dodge action. That's all he's doing. I'm dodging. Pavisco nos.
All right. Paviscro is going to just until it stops working. We are going to. You know what? No.
That's also going.
I'm gonna do a dumb thing.
I like it. Dumb things are cool.
Well, it is a wraith. Probably immune to necrotic damage. Never mind. We're not going to do the dumb thing. It probably doesn't take any damage from it. We're just going to keep magic missiling it.
All right.
Worse yet, it probably takes healing from it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's not a 5e thing. That would be a homebrew decision.
I am sorry.
All good.
I don't know why you're pasting that. Oh, that's not how that dice roller works.
Yeah, forgot the R, did we?
2, 3.
6.
Well, he's going to take 10 points of force damage.
You got 5 missiles?
I cast it at 3rd level. I was hoping for a really high damage one, but I got a really low damage one instead.
So he takes a total of 10?
Yeah, 10.
Right.
I'm getting fireball next level.
Yeah. Okay. All right. As the wraith in the upper corner disappears from view, as it apparently sinks back into its coffin. However, his partner.
Hey, I feel that way when I wake up too.
Yeah.
I do get second level spells next level.
That'll be great.
I know, right?
"13" as he swipes and he misses. Pavisco, you lucky fool, you.
Have to check to see if he hits my. He can potentially hit my dupe.
Oh, true. I forgot.
Yeah, because they have a lower AC than I do, but he does not. I checked.
He rolled.
I need an 11 on the dice for it to happen.
Oh, is it changed based on how many are there?
Yeah, so now it's at I need to roll an 11 or higher for him to hit the duplicate, and I rolled a 10, so he attacked me and missed.
Gotcha. Even better. All right, Tarikas, you're up.
Okay. I tell the wraith that I see is still there. Did you not hear me? Return to whence you came.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack for the spiritual hammer first.
Okay.
You know, I like you to Rigus, but I feel like getting really up close in here while we're doing and the bright light. It's really bright. Why don't you have a ranged attack?
Yes. Let me show you.
Appreciate those of you out on the stream hanging out with us as Tarikas tries to figure out how to work his character.
I'm in standard roll, but nothing's happening.
Welcome to
I have to target.
relearns his character.
Yeah. Yep.
Episode 42.
There we go. Target. Now you roll. There we go. All right. So, are you casting the spell again?
No.
I was going to say I don't know why it's making you cast the spell again, but you did it twice here. But just go ahead and roll your attack. Attack misses. Yep. So armor class is 13.
Still think
so
you should
miss.
add it as a secondary weapon on your sheet and just roll the attack afterward.
What? Make it easier?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you simply make it an attack roll in your character sheet.
We'll be back later. All right, Word of Radiance. It needs a saving throw. I don't know why Nilo has to do a saving throw.
So does Paviscro.
I know it's
an area effect spell. That's the problem.
it's an area effect. That's why.
He has a spell. I don't remember if it's the spell specifically or his class, but he has an ability to deselect allies from the effect.
I mean, it's just a spell that does that.
It fails. I mean, it makes its save. So no damage to the wraith from your paltry little spell, and as you move out, it swings at you. As it strikes Tarikas.
I'm gonna use my force to resist.
All right. First of all, you suffer 24 hit points of necrotic damage.
Holy crap! It almost killed me.
I don't know why it didn't take it off because you were targeted, but that's kind of bizarre.
Dark light, veil.
I need you to give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, please, Tarikas.
Oh, this isn't a wisdom saving throw, so it might be alright.
Yeah.
I have 19 Constitution, so I don't know.
As you fail your Constitution save, so your maximum hit points are now 24. Why is it not? There we go. Your maximum hit points are now down by 24. So your max is going to be now
26.
It should be.
Damn, that's half your health pool right there.
32. And then 24. Your normal max is 57, so 24, that's 30. You're down to 33 is your max. Still needs to be 2. All right, there we go. Good to go. Nilo, you are up.
He takes 6 damage.
I just took away the template for the web just because it keeps interfering with every time I go to do something. It scrolls and I was like, stop it.
Yeah,
So
to be
we know
honest,
it's
seeing the circumstances we're in, that all these things are incorporeal except one, and that's the only one that wasn't in the web, I'm just gonna... Yeah, no, it's like whoever... I'm going to just drop the concentration on it, just pretend like it's not there,
It
because it's
suffers
not.
6 hit points of damage as your magic missiles blast into it.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Pew.
Pew pew. As we are back to the top of the order, the white continues to dodge. Praviskro, you're up.
All right. I need to get myself like a magic weapon at some point, so I can just like, just like a magic dagger or a short sword or something like that, so I can just have something to do when I run out of cantrips.
Don't you wish you have an ice knife?
Why would I wish? Why would I use that in this circumstance?
It would be magical.
It's not a weapon. It's a one-time use spell.
I'm thinking of a different item.
I
Sorry.
think you're thinking of a different ice knife. I'm going to... Does Paviskra know if undead of this variety are immune to charm effects?
Probably not off the top of your head.
Got it. I was wondering if it was like something I could make an Arcana check for.
Well, no, I would definitely give you a check. I was just
Oh.
trying to think it was Arcanic, or Religion, but I think Arcana would do.
It relates to a specific spell effect, so it would be Arcana.
Soft 20?
So you know that undead typically don't have minds of their own, so normally you would probably think, they probably can't be charmed or anything like that. It's like they're driven by hate and whatnot, so they're more than likely not able to be charmed.
It's difficult to control the necrotic energy inside them with the enchantment school. So, in that case, he's been consistently coming after me. I am going to dodge and let my allies just do as much damage as they can.
Okay.
Just make it harder.
All right. As you begin to dodge, as it makes another attack upon you, this time at disadvantage, of course. A 13 fails. Tarikas, you're up.
I tell him, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. And I hit him with Spiritual Hammer.
All right. Roll it to hit.
We just roll.
Yeah, just roll. It's much easier.
Hey, Tarikas. Did you have access to and possibly prepare the spell that makes held weapons magical?
Huh? What did you say?
I don't remember if the cleric had access to the spell or not, but if you do, did you prepare the spell that makes mundane weapons magical?
Called magic weapon.
No.
And no one reverses.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage. As you hit with a 13.
It wouldn't be bad in this situation.
Nah, it'd still be pretty bad. I don't really do that much damage with my attacks, believe me. You'd be increasing my damage by like 1 or 2.
Point is, it's magical and it does full damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd increase my damage from like 2 to 3 or 4.
So it says plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Which would be located under...
That's your wisdom plus your proficiency.
Wisdom plus proficiency. Why can I not... Oh, there we go. Attribute.
4.
My wisdom is 18. Proficiency is 3, so 18 and 3 is 21.
Nice. Oof. Well, yeah, that's... You hit, but you did 4 damage?
Plus 21.
You don't do plus 21 damage.
It said wisdom and...
So the damage...
Plus proficiency.
Wisdom bonus.
Oh.
Not your wisdom. So it's plus 4 plus 3, so it would have been plus 7.
Oh, okay. Plus
so a total of 11.
Yes, 11.
All right.
And then...
Okay.
I go, I cannot take another hit. So I'm going to cast Necromancy. What is it called? You know, that one spell.
What are you thinking of, like Toll of the Dead or?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Can you?
Yeah, I hit it. I got him target. I hit it again. Nothing's happening. Hit it twice.
So it's a wisdom saving throw. It does necrotic damage. If it's immune to necrotic damage, you can just, not do anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm rolling, but it's not executing the spell.
Yeah, have it make a wisdom save. It's not immune to necrotic.
Sure.
Yep. Wisdom. What's your DC? It's an 11, so it failed. Just roll.
Okay.
Just roll the damage.
Okay.
D12 was it, or was it D10? I forgot.
D12.
Necrotic
Yeah,
damage.
it's
Interesting.
What's that, Adam?
Oh, I was saying it's not immune to necrotic damage. Interesting.
Wow, that sucks.
Damn.
Actually, it is immune as you go to attack. The creature just smiles and laughs at you as you see that none of your blow seems to, as it sort of rings around it, it just sort of smiles and it crooks its finger at you and it whispers in a shadowy voice, "You're next, priest."
At least it doesn't heal.
Yeah. Nihilo, you are up.
I tell the race. No, blow.
I forgot. Do I deal half damage to these things, or do I deal no damage to these with
What?
mundane weapons? With mundane weapons.
Give me a Arcana check. Yeah, you have no idea. You're not sure. As far as you know, this thing, it's incorporeal, so you know that it's probably going to be difficult to hit it with the mundane. What? Don't you have your sister's sword?
No, because we picked up where we left off at. We never actually did anything about it. And yeah, we talked about Desmond
spells,
taking
right?
it, but what? Yeah, it's my last spell. That's my last first level spell before I dig into my cantrips.
All right, so you did 3, 6, 9.
Yeah, 9 damage. We talked about it, but we never actually did anything with giving the sword, and she was already heading up in here when this combat started.
As you blast it, the last of your spells, as you realize that you're running low on your magical energy to battle this thing, it screams in anger and pain as whoosh, it just evaporates into the ether and fades away into nothingness, leaving
She offers an elven prayer to it.
Leaving just the white down in the corner, hissing and sort of crouched down.
Alright, how are we going to deal with this thing?
I mean, this one is probably going to be much easier to kill than the Shadowfucker, I imagine. But, it's just... Unless you have some way of, just undeading them. Or re-deading. Unless you can do that, I mean, we have to just beat the necrotic energy out of them, right? Cuthbert style.
Alrighty then. I think we should just chill here. This should work just fine. She's going to wait until her turn comes back around, and she'll blast him with a fireball when it comes back.
All right.
White down here, you mean? Oh,
yeah.
As the white is sitting down there, dodging. Perviscro.
I'm gonna shut the door on Nilo. Alright, have fun. I guess. I just don't have...
Do you have a buff? Grease. Do you have grease?
I wish.
I'm surprised you don't have that spell already.
It's meh. It's alright. I'm gonna fairy fire it. I need a dex save from the white.
Okay.
I guess technically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put fairy fire 10, 15, 20. It'll fill up these 4 squares here.
Okay.
And so if there are any whites or other undead in any of these coffins, then they would also have to make dex saves.
Okay.
So,
17.
If they're contained, they probably can't make the dex save if they're contained inside the sarcophagi because they won't even be aware of the spell.
I'm not even gonna start like getting into the D&D rules and why they're dumb. I'm gonna use my reaction. Please re-roll that saving throw, please, for my Chronal Shift, because I wanted to. Yes, he fails. Okay, cool. You have advantage on all your attacks against him now.
Perfect.
Were there any other undead within that, like, line that I don't know about?
Not that you know of. It
right.
Does not,
if they
does not seem to be.
Fair enough. If there are and they failed, they're glowing out of their coffin. But that's I suspect that there's not. All right.
All right. That it for Visco?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Tarikas, you are up.
Yeah. I think my spiritual hammer was supposed to hit last round, but that's okay. Because it has a +8 to hit.
Okay.
Got it. Your wisdom's 20.
I'm just looking at my D&D Beyond description stuff. Anyways, okay, I'm going to hit it with... Oh, where is it?
It's down in the corner. You have to get into the room to see it.
Oh, my hammer can't see it?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go by... Oh, there it is. It's right there. The wit, right? Or white?
Yeah, white.
I call it a wig hat. Wig hat?
Oh, that's right. You have that like +1 focus that gives you a +1 to your attack and attack rolls. With
I don't know. It just says +8 for the spiritual hammer.
Yeah, that's why it's a +8. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit the wit. The white.
The wigsy.
So it's 14.
14 hits.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
2 hit points of damage.
2 plus, actually, it's 2 and 4, so it's
total of 6. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to hit it with a. So it's not the race. We'll try. We'll try the total of the dead on it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Go ahead and target it and roll your toll of the dead.
Yeah, it's. I've done it. I don't know what it's doing.
All right. It's a
doesn't show up on chat, so I don't know.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes, it's a
DC 4, 5, 6, DC 16, I think it have.
Yeah, maybe.
It fails. Roll a D12 for damage, or however many D12 are required for damage.
Yeah, 2 of them. Come on, let's get a 4.
Is this necrotic?
Yes.
Okay. So you did 12 hit points of damage. Nice. All right.
Oh, does it take it?
Yeah, it takes damage. It took the damage.
All right.
Nilo, you're up.
Who's laughing now? White.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta look something over.
I gotta go back, don't I? Yeah. Or can I move in after that? Oh no.
Yeah, you can. You can move in if you want.
But the web's there, right?
No,
the
you
webs
drop
are
concentration on it.
Webs
okay.
are gone.
Well, I like to. Whoops! I'll shut the door. I'd like to move there, but I can't.
You have to move in and then up.
Okay, there you go.
Your attack is at disadvantage, Nilo. Actually, disadvantage plus advantage.
It's a normal attack. Is it every attack against him or just the first one?
All of them forever until he dies. Or I lose concentration.
First attack misses.
And that's for everyone, so like
Second attack
monkeys
misses.
are advantaged.
I was more asking how the dodge specific works because
So the dodge was it only dodged the first attack. So the second attack will be at advantage because it has fairy fire. Second, that attack hits.
Slashing. 11 slashing.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Did it for Nilo.
Yeah, that'll be it.
As the white now targets you. As it screams. As it comes back to its senses. Its first attack. Raking you with its claw. 5 misses.
I don't.
After you with the longsword. You are hit with a longsword, but you can take a reaction if you don't want to take the damage.
I can take the longsword attack.
Okay. 9 hit points of slashing.
I really wish I could command undead so that this undead and I could be white and nerdy.
Love it. All right, Pavisco, you're up. That's classic.
But since I don't have command undead, I'm going to run over there and stick my hammer in its head violently, with advantage.
All right.
They see me strolling. They cast it.
Yeah.
Or would they praying? Yeah, they praying.
Oh boy, let's not go too far down this rabbit hole. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
All right, he's gonna take this much 3 damage. I don't know if he might have resistance to it, so it might be like 2.
Yep. Okay. All right. Anything else for Pavisco?
Nope.
All right. Tarikas, you are up.
All right. Tarikas charges him.
Okay.
And I am going to hit him with the hammer.
Okay.
Or try to.
It hits.
6. 7.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
That's 6 damage.
6.
Get ganked, nerd.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna. Then if he's still alive.
He is.
Okay, I'm going to hit him with my mace. Did I hit?
You haven't rolled the attack yet. Quick attack. 20 hits. Roll damage. Nice. Okay. All right. Nilo, you are up. Nilo hits. And that hits as well. It didn't give the damage for the second attack.
Yeah, I know.
The crit.
Yeah.
What are you waiting on? There we go. Nice. As the last blow takes out the white, leaving the chamber empty, at least for now.
She smacks him once, and then she takes her sword, thrusts it into him, shoves him back into the hole, and then holds him there as the unlife withers away from him.
All right, as you watch, as it starts sort of shuddering and screeching, hissing at you as it claws at the air, as its hands begin to crumble to dust, its bones begin to crumble to dust, and eventually as it implodes upon itself, leaving nothing but a mound of ash and dust in the bottom.
Another elven prayer.
In the bottom of the sarcophagus. What next? Anything?
We have one more left, yeah?
Yeah, he's a little bit of an asshole, but with Tarika's back here actually, in his right mind, I think we could probably take it.
Alright.
So I guess let's just go at it then.
Tarikas, I think you should walk up and just, give it the good prayer and then come back here.
Walk up to what?
The last sarcophagi down there, just walk up, give it a good prayer at you. The last sarcophagi.
It's like a white Tim there.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the white day, one of those spectral thingies.
Yeah.
Get your sword, Nello. It would probably be pretty useful against that.
Actually, yeah, don't get that yet. She's gonna go grab her sister's sword, which is, if I recall, just a +1 long sword with 3d6 fire, right?
3d6?
Or was it 2d6?
I think you're thinking if it's a flame tongue, it's just 2d6, no bonus.
Wait, the flame tongue isn't. It's not a +1 sword.
No, flame tongue's not a +1 sword. It just does 2d6 fire damage on a hit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a default flame tongue. If it maybe Sean did something different.
It is a default flame tongue.
Does it still count as magical at least?
Yeah, because it's a magical weapon.
Okay, just checking that. The idea that it's magical, not +1, is confusing to me. Sorry.
The idea is that it's a magic sword because it's a sword that's on fire.
Yeah.
Through magic.
I'm just used to magical weapons having a bonus attached to.
I know.
All right. So, what is Tarikas doing? As you're up there, the sarcophagus is still sealed.
I was going to do a what do you call it? Order radiance?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and...
it's kind of like in a prayer moment, kind of like, and this is for Saint Cuthbert.
All right. Word of Radiance again is a con save or a wisdom save? I forget.
It is a save in which I will look up. That is very important. The save in which the ability and save in which you ask is a
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, yes.
Yep, and your spellcast modifier is 16, so it's a Constitution save DC 16.
I believe so.
As he passes, but as it does, you hear this howl as suddenly flowing up out of the sarcophagus is the Wraith. As we are back to the top of our order, Praviskro, as you watch as the Wraith appears and its arm reaches and raking out toward Tarikas.
That? Oh, this might be the end for Tarikas.
Hey, you've got this, Tarikas. Don't worry. I'm gonna cast. Fairy Fire on this white. I need a dex save. I'm using a second level spell slot. Yuck.
12 as it fails.
Yeah, okay. All attacks we make have advantage against it now.
Okay.
Forever and always.
Alright. Until it casts Dispel Magic.
If the Wraith has Dispel Magic, we got problems.
Hey, you know what? It can happen. Alright, as it reaches out, its incorporeal clawed hands, the smoky visage sort of snarls almost. You can almost see its eyes sort of squinting as it rakes out. Why do you keep rolling dice? Stop.
I was trying to get the fire in there.
Oh.
But I couldn't figure out how to put it in there right.
Okay, well. As it reaches out and rakes along a 21 as it hits Tarikas. First of all,
Tarikas, why back up?
Tarikas takes 27 hit points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, I'm almost dead.
And I need you to give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
You got it.
Tarikas fails as Tarikas. No, don't. That's not the case. You still had 5 left. However,
I fell to 17. That's crazy.
Nope, your max hit points come down 27, so that leaves you. Your max hit points are 6. Your current hit points are 5.
Darius, you get your ass back over here and down the hallway.
Can now.
Tarikas, you are
disengaged.
Hang on a second. I gotta take this off. You are not prone. You are not prone. That just did that automatically because I took stuff off and then all of a sudden the system did something. So, you, sir, are up. Tarikas.
All right, well, I'm going to attack it with my hammer.
Okay. Armor class is 13 as your hammer misses.
Hammer fails. Well, gotta do what I gotta do, I suppose.
Okay.
Well, I can't even heal anything, so there's nothing for me to do, so... well, then, let me see. I might as well cast something that's worth it. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what I could do to kill this thing.
So, I guess the question for me is, why couldn't you, like, cast Healing Word? I mean, you got spells you can cast.
Because I only have 6 hit points. That's all I can get.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, he can't actually use any healing magic on himself.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Good point.
Reduced to the HP of a lowly commoner.
No. He's still 2 hit points higher in max.
Hey man, it's a D8, okay?
They're 4 HP though.
Yeah, on average.
All right.
Actually, he could just be a guy with +2 con.
All right, let's let Tarikas decide. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, I am going to have to...
Ask him to hang on while you go pee yourself?
No, I can't bail, dude. I'll get hit.
You haven't actually attacked him yet. You can disengage.
Yeah, I have.
That was your hammer, not your mace.
No, I attacked him with my spell. That's
Yeah,
why we're
your
bonus action spell.
Bonus action spell. You have an action, you can still run away, disengage, etc., etc.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did he wrote? Unless he were to Radiance. If he were to Radiance,
He did not. He did
okay.
not.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You did. When?
That's why it started. That's why we're engaging.
That was last round.
That was last round.
Oh.
That was last round.
You have an action, is what we're telling you.
Yeah, you still have an action left. So you did your bonus action, missed it with the hammer. Now, if you want to disengage, you still have your action to disengage and get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, but yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Well, I'm just saying, disengage. It does not get an attack of opportunity on you when you get.
Right,
out.
but I won't be able to get anywhere if I run into the wall. I'll probably die. So it's like,
Well, if you go south and out the door, I don't understand.
Yeah, just get away from it. Let us deal with it.
okay, I'll get away.
Okay, you have 30 foot of movement that you can go, so that's 5.
Okay. Can't get through the door. There we go.
That's 10, 15. Okay. Yeah, that's a little too far, but okay.
Oh, well, right there, I guess.
It would be right here.
Yeah, one step.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you.
Right there would be 30 feet. There you go. Okay. You good? You okay now?
I think so.
All right. Nilo Hundar, you are up.
Ah! Okay,
Look it up.
expect. Surprise, motherfucker.
Hey, potty mouth.
Oh, please.
There's children out there watching this game. 25 hits.
I doubt that.
19. Slams on it. Second attack hits. Ooh, nicely done. As you watch the flames, as you watch the flames licking up and down its incorporeal form, the little fringes of its clothes and the stuff that are clinging to it from a bygone era just poof, go up in the proverbial smoke. Praviskro, you are up. Unless, I'm sorry, Nilo, did you have anything else, like any bonus action or anything else that you wanted? Other than the 2 attacks? You really can't get to there, Praviskro, unless you're going to fight from on top of the sarcophagus. You're going to stand on a sarcophagus.
We'll do exactly that.
Gotcha. Give me a athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer, check to get up there and still allow you. What was?
So 11 for the acrobatics check.
Yep, that is successful. DC 10.
Nope.
DC 10. Yeah,
I figured. I rolled an advantage. I rolled a 9. So I jump on there. I'm balanced. I swing. I miss.
You swing and a miss. Is that it? As the Wraith takes aim at the wizard who tried to trap him in its webs, aims at Praviskro, swinging its claw at you. 14? Not so much.
No.
I need to get the sentinel feet at some point so I can protect you folks.
Tarikas, anything that you want to do while you're at the end of the hall down there?
I believe his spiritual weapon can still hit him.
Yes, your spiritual weapon can still be moved to attack if you so desire.
Yes, I'm going to move there, attack it.
Yeah, you can move to just do your spiritual weapon.
Yep, I'm going to take it. So that'd be 23.
20 hits, 23 hits, 15 hits. 2 plus 6 total?
Yeah, 6 total.
All right, and that is what kind of damage?
That would be...
Doesn't really matter. It's all right.
I'll tell you right here. It is... bonus action. Let's see. Force.
Force damage? All right. Total of 6, you said? All right. Nicely done. As your hammer slams into the creature, you can see it shudder from the blow of the magical energy surrounding your weapon. It still stands or floats, if you will. Nilo, you are up.
Alrighty. Oh, shit. Where the hell was I?
I don't know.
There I am.
That's right. I do have work.
Nice.
It's still up.
It is still up. Boom. As it hits for another 15. Boom. Your watch. As every time you hit it, the thing shudders. It seems like you're hitting. You feel a solid blow as you hit. Although the creature is obviously resisting some of the energy. Excuse me, that you're putting behind your blow. Praviskro, you're up.
It's a magical sword, so it shouldn't be resistant to it.
Well, I'm just. It's. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm
okay,
not,
got it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
We're just gonna keep trying. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Cool. What's my dex mod again? Yeah. It takes 3 points of regular bludgeoning damage.
Nice. You slam out. You watch its head sort of cock to one side as its mouth, its shadowy mouth, sort of forms a screw you type of a face as it snarls in your direction. However, its blazing fast hand lashes out, not at you, but at Nilo.
Ooh.
No. Denied.
12. Denied.
Access. Denied.
Kreistrich. Swing away with your magical hammer, my friend. 15 hits.
23.
That hits.
If you had advantage on it.
Too.
What's
you
that?
do have advantage for the record.
Fish for crits.
Okay.
Yep. Get another attack just to check and see.
No, thank you.
Well, not the crit we wanted.
That's a crit. Exactly.
Oh, good. 9.
9 hit points of damage. Nicely done.
Fishing for the wrong crits there, Tarikas.
Yes. And I'm going to, can I cast Spare the Dying on myself?
You can, but it won't do anything.
You're not dying.
It'll give you 1 point.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Nilo, you're up.
Alright, let's see if we can finish this bitch off.
It hits. Nice. As you slam on it. Boom! The second attack misses.
Damn. Alright.
Perviskronos.
20.
20 hits.
3.
3 hit points of bludgeoning damage as your hammer slams down upon her. Your as poof once again.
Have you rolled a 1 for your hammer every single time?
Yes. You remember what I told you that I would do like 1 more damage if I got magic weapon?
17 misses Nilo once again. Tarikas, you are up again.
Just the consistency.
Yeah. Consistently mediocre.
Tarikas. That hits. As the hammer slams down, at last, the creature succumbs to the final blow, and it screams and howls as it turns to a smoky ash, fades away into notothingness, leaving this
Return
chamber.
to the Fed.
Leaving this chamber.
I go back to
empty,
it and I grab it by its shirt.
empty
Give me
and
my
void.
life back. Try to suck it out of him.
Another elven prayer to the fallen elf. Alright. That is finished. Do we detect any more undead in here? Do we have to beat the shit out of something else?
No, you detect nothing else in this chamber.
Alright, time to crack open the rest of them. Now we're grave robbing.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Well, we already desecrated some of it. Might as well desecrate the rest of it.
I mean, it's your clan, so, you know.
This ain't my clan. This is just my mother's people. No, my father's people? Neither. Haha.
Takes you guys about a half hour or so to kind of break through and open, and inside you see the corroded and dusty remains of long dead elven warriors and leaders. Other than that, you find nothing else in this chamber.
Okay, I put the lids back on all of them.
Okay. The door closes. You hear a as some kind of a lock engages. No, just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I walked up, I clicked it to open, it didn't open. Shit, he actually locked it.
Yes.
And a big, gigantic stone ball starts chasing you.
Oh, no.
No. You know, I just saw the Big Bang Theory episode where the guy is singing about The Rock. I don't know if anyone else watches that show at all, but they wrote a song about the boulder.
Fascinating. So you guys, does anyone want to take like a short, like, you know, a short break, or are you guys good? I'm not, but I guess I can keep going.
Do we want to take a short break here or take a short break in the woods where I would argue is actually safer than here?
I mean, we still have to find your books, right?
I thought we already found the books.
Yeah. You guys found texts and stuff last session.
Yeah.
Are we done here? Was that the last thing?
Yeah, I think we're done here.
I think we have to still explore the upstairs rooms, don't we? We didn't check the left ones.
Yeah, you didn't check everything.
Tarikas is not going anywhere until he gets rest.
I think we should rest outside the temple. I don't really trust being inside here all that much, especially with the mask still there. We can, a little bit of ways, maybe in the set up camp outside, whatnot. A fire
Camp
should keep
outside.
us
Just
wildlife
like
away.
right outside the front door. How about that?
Yeah, yeah. And a fire should keep away most of the wildlife.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
feel
not
like
too dark.
I feel like the bard in that movie where they casted resurrection on the dead chicken they were cooking to eat, and the chicken killed the bard because he only had 1 hit point left.
Oh, good lord. What movie is that from? Vile Book of Darkness?
I don't know, but let's continue on so we don't get stuck in real world stuff.
So
that wasn't real world stuff.
I think the plan is to just set up camp outside, rest for a short while, and then just search the rest of the top rooms to see if there's anything interesting in them.
Okay.
So how do I get rid of this? What do I have to do to find a cure for this max thing?
Not for sure. You know, a lot of times the effects from undead wear off over time. Other times they require powerful clerical healing magics with which to restore whatever was lost.
Well, I will tell the party that, you know, I will not be able to be a part of y'all's frontal assault.
That's fine. We got 2 heavy armored folks.
Don't worry about it, Rodriguez. I'm kind of like, you know, a frontline wizard. I'll be fine. And, you know, you just sleep it off tonight, and I'm sure you'll be fine in the morning.
I hope you're right.
Okay. Oh, lead on, gents. Tell me where you're going.
Outside the front door.
Okay.
Do you want us to physically move through it? Because we can do that.
I'm just moving everybody to where.
Got it. Okay.
Just wanted to make sure that I'm at. All right. So as you guys move your way, make sure where you guys are upstairs so I can put you. Yeah, this is fine. This will be fine. As you guys move your way upstairs and you find yourselves in the upper chambers where you have just come through this door over here. As you came up the stairs past this chamber, like right here. Why is it not? It's weird that it's not showing the whole thing for Visco. That's kind of bizarre. It's like, oh, not all the walls are completely off and weird. Oh, that's why it's. I'm just going to take that off. So anyway, you guys can see obviously the door leading outside as well as the door leading south. There are a couple of doors over here that you guys have been through. You have not been through the south door here, but you did come through the north door because you actually came from downstairs through this room to the west up here, and then went outside previously. That's kind of how Desmond led you guys from down below your first time you're getting your butts kicked. He led you guys from down there up that direction, and so that you know that through this door there's another little chamber that's basically it's basically like a couple altars in there with dust and whatnot, and then there's a flight of stairs leading down outside, and like I said, you guys sort of passed through that previously, so but you know that the door you can see leads to the outside, so if that's what you guys want to do, that's what we're going to do. I assume we're going to go take a short rest, or what are we going to do?
I'm interested in taking a short one.
Short rest?
I would like to get all of my cantrips back, as well as a few spell slots with my Arcane Recovery. Okay.
All right, so you guys go outside, leaving the unholy place behind you. You go find yourselves a little spot in the woods And you come outside, you realize it's probably mid-afternoon, mid to late afternoon maybe. The sun's got another couple hours or so before it actually descends. So you easily go out into the woods nearby, find a place set up by Desmond in order to give yourselves a short rest. So everybody go ahead and give yourselves a short rest. I will do... What the heck? Now that is absolutely bizarre. Let me get rid of Ragnar here, and let's put Ragnar back. That was absolutely bizarre. So I am going to... Yep. Don't forget on the short rest, you can get a hit dice back for every 4 levels. So you guys should be able to get 2 hit dice back now because you're between 5th and 8th level. So you can get 2 hit dice worth of hit points back. However, the short rest does nothing for Tarikas. Tarikas, you now have 6 hit points, but the short rest does nothing to take away the damage done by the unholy undead creature that you guys fought.
Does he...
You're gonna have to sleep it off.
Yeah, I need a good nap. All right. Does he have some type of rest? Do you happen to have some type of one of those restoration blessings?
I have no magical items.
Do you have a lesser restoration? The spell
that does not work unless I already looked at it.
Okay.
You might need, might need the greater, to be honest. But again, long rest might solve it.
Well, I guess we'll find out in the morning. I guess we should go back in and look over the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much more to explore, but I'd like to make, cross all my T's.
Dot your I's.
All right. So you guys
wax a scroll.
So you guys are going to go back into the house to do some more exploration?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
All right. So as you guys move yourselves back into the main chamber, looking east and west, as I said previously, to the west along the north here, you can see that it goes through a chamber to a flight of stairs leading down. You guys have yet to explore what is behind this door. I believe it's not showing it, but
which door?
I believe you guys have gone through this door down here because that's how you originally came around. You guys went through this southeastern door here, went down that hallway, came around, and I'm going to move Nilo just so that you guys can kind of see. You came around here, came down this way, and then you sort of attacked the clerics and priests that were in this chamber down here. So you guys have actually been around that side, but you have not been around this side over here on the southwest. So probably very similar to the southeast, as you guys have found this whole place has been very symmetrical almost. And as you open the door, you can see, as expected, a hallway leading down a ways, opening into some form of a chamber.
What's in the chamber?
Don't know.
Well, let's go look.
Okay. So moving down the hall, you can see that similar to the other side, you can see that there is a 5-foot tall pond along the west wall. Every so often, the water pulses, like there's like something striking it from below, causing the surface to sort of ripple with energy of some kind. Behind a wall on the back side, or I should say on the wall itself above this pool, you can see that there is a beautiful mural. Even now, although the paint has long since begun to flake and chip away, you can still see how incredibly beautiful and iconic it may have been in its heyday. It's a mural that depicts hundreds and hundreds of people kneeling before the statue of a winged, horned, demonic deity.
That's gross.
Huh. Are those cultists still alive?
No, they were. Actually, I just never took them off the map. They actually went down below from the last. They were reinforcements down below when you guys came in last.
Got it. Hey, Torrikas, if we see a giant horned deity down here, do you want us to smash it? Like a statue, not like an actual one.
I don't know.
This is not a. There's no stat. Just so you're aware, I don't know if.
Okay.
There is no statue. It's a mural. There's a mural on the wall.
I got my comment mixed up. It's a regional dialect thing. It's a mural, not a statue.
Yes.
You want me to just deface it and just so it's not a thing?
I would not do that in this evil place, unless you're ready to fight more protectors of these possible relics.
I'm actually that's kind of the goal.
Well, then do what you will.
All right, cool. So by mural you mean like a painting, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to clean that surface.
Okay.
And I just want to remove the figure from it.
Okay. That's cool. Makes sense. Give me an Arcana check.
Cool. Ooh. Not cool. 11.
Yeah, you've seen horned deities and before in your studies and whatnot, but this is one that you don't recall having seen before, so must be very, very ancient, or perhaps it's just one you don't recognize. But I will say that because of the length of time it took for you to use Prestidigitation to clean this thing up and get rid of it, you could recognize it very easily if you ever see it again.
Okay. Good to know.
And while you're doing that, you guys notice that although the water is a little murky, you can see that there are gold coins scattered along the bottom, as if this is some kind of like a wishing well, maybe.
Do you want me to see if this is like a magical bullshit? I mean, the water is kind of pulsing, but
Yeah, we can always check it. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. There is some sort of a enchantment type magic that sort of emanates, not strong, not really one local place, but it's like an enchantment of some sort.
By enchantment, do you mean the thing has been made magical, or do you mean the school of magic, which is mind control?
The school of magic.
Got it. Yeah, there's some sort of mind-altering spell on this. I wouldn't fuck with it. I could identify it, probably. Just give me a minute.
Right. Hey, Ragnar, stick your head in here and drink this real quick.
Ragnar, I wouldn't do that. Here, let me...
Rage first before you do it.
Give me like just a few minutes here. I want to know what this does. I'm going to cast Identify, which should reveal any sort of like magical effects on this, hopefully.
So this is an enchantment that anybody that drinks or comes into heavy contact with the liquid in here, it acts like a mind-altering drug to them.
A pull of liquor.
Does it tell me, does it by any chance like give me any sort of idea as to what that altering effect would be like?
No, but your intuition tells you it probably has something to do with the demonic entity that inhabits this place.
I mean, yeah, it seems to be like a reasonable conclusion.
Everyone
was
like
a little.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, everyone here was kind of a little like, oh, it's gonna bring the light and all that. Very much a, they drank the Kool-Aid. situation.
Yep.
It either enlightens you into making you believe he is better, or it just makes you malleable, and they were indoctrinated.
It might be that the mask is how they charm you and then they keep you with the water. To make it, a little longer lasting effect, that sort of thing. But how much money is in that?
You could see that there's probably maybe a dozen gold or so.
Yeah, I'll just scoop it out with a mage hand. I don't have to touch it.
Okay. You pull up 11 gold coins.
Good work.
Yeah, I mean, it works. Was there anything else in here that we wanted to look at?
The two little pegs on the side. I want to see what those do or are.
They're just little, very similar to other places that you've been. They're these little stone edifices that have the remains, like there's dust and broken bone and other material just sort of piled on there, almost like I don't know, like something was there, or maybe they put.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. All right. This is the last room, isn't it, that we found?
As far as you know, yeah.
All right. Looks like this is it. I guess we should head back to Treft.
All right.
She's gonna do one more look over, make sure she has all the books and stuff with her before they take off.
All right, makes sense. So you guys move your way outside of the why did I not do that? Let's try this again. So you guys move your way outside of the elven ruins, leaving the ancient demonic infused obsidian mask hanging on the wall as you head back to Treft to make your report. And as you head that way, we're going to take our break because it is now break time. For those that know, we typically take our break for about 10 or 15 minutes at this time of night. I am going to say let's do this thing for 15 minutes because I have only eaten like once today, and I am really hungry.
I made a pizza right before the game started. I threw a pineapple cup from my cabinet on there, some sausage, extra provolone cheese. Oh, it was delicious.
Well, I appreciate everybody
that's breakfast.
Yep.
You what?
I say he needs second breakfast.
I appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us as we get ready to head to our break. Like I said, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Hopefully you guys will be there on the backside with us as our party sort of wraps up the last loose threads of at least this portion. And I really hate these ads on your channel there, Monkey, so we're going to have to find a way for me to get this stuff so I can have it ad-free, but that's okay.
Download it.
I know. We will be back on the back side of that. And like I said, hopefully you guys will be with us. But in the meantime, go get yourself your beverage of choice, get yourself a nice drink, and meet us on the back side of a break. I appreciate it. Don't forget, it's not too late to get your nat 1s and nat 20s in. No, every time I used to be, I never had ads when I came to the break, but now all of a sudden, every time I go, the first thing it does is it pops up ads. I'm like, why am I getting ads? But
that's weird. I never get ads in there.
Well, it's because it's your site, right? So you're paying for your site or whatever.
I don't pay anything. It's just free.
Maybe it's because I'm not signed in or something, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. I just hope that everybody will be with us on the backside.
How are we all doing tonight, folks in chat? You enjoying our game? All right, you don't count.
For the people who might watch this at later time by some chance, I don't know if there's anyone who actually does that. It's talking about the DM, we're not discriminating against chat members. I feel like it's important to say that out loud.
Well, technically, the video. Oh, then again, if they're listening to like a podcast, they would not see the chat.
Yeah, man.
Sean's gonna come back and there's gonna be like 3 followers. They'll be like, "What happened?"
Nilo,
I opened my fat mouth.
Yep.
Oh, how you two been?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, busy with life, busy with stuff.
The same.
How much do you know about Kreistrich?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I know he's a meme, a shit tier, or no, a shit post tier memeing vampire that loves to play games with people who wander into his court by sending him through various levels of things and adventures and stuff for his own amusement.
That is one way of processing that. I meant how much do you know about like the adventure, the module?
Oh, but that's all I know about the adventure.
Don't eat the food.
Wait, hold on. Ravenloft, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I know that part too.
Don't eat the food.
Don't eat the food. Don't eat the glorious full course meal and wine.
I mean, I've been in Barovia for like 2 fucking years now. I've had to eat food, just not Strahds. But yeah, no, we just we're going through a very potent event in that module right now called the Feast of Saint Andrel. You could look it up if you want to, but let's just say it's nasty.
Is it like nasty looking food or nasty effects?
Okay, so spoiler alert: the feast is a bunch of vampires attacking one of the cities in the place and like burning the shit out of it. And there's a lot of them, and basically one of them is equivalent to in like power level to one of us, and there's like 3 of them on the street. And we're just like, okay, we just need to live. It's pretty nasty.
One at a time, Rambo style.
Nah, dude, like even just taking on one is like a significant resource drain for us.
That's why you set up traps. A pitchfork over here, set the swing in them.
Not my guy. Not my guy. It's not that simple, unfortunately. It's literally we need to use their. We need to rely on the fact that they can't enter homes uninvited and are instead just burning them down and try to like run from place to place, and just try to outlast them, as well as get these bones of this saint whose name I can't remember back to the church so that the church will be a safe place for us and others. So basically, it's a chase through the city streets while running in and out of houses.
Does anyone have the daylight spell?
Daylight doesn't make sunlight, so it doesn't help.
Oh, I thought it still penalized them for being a super bright fucking light.
Nope, it doesn't do that. Any DM who has done that has homebrewed it. In 5th edition, at least.
Darn.
Yep, I know.
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. They don't give a fuck. Do 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 do.
Yeah. Believe me, I
guess
I am waiting for 9th level so we can cast Dawn. Believe me.
Oh,
I get it.
Is Dawn? Does Dawn change the time, or Dawn is pretty much the
Dawn makes a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of sunlight that does 4d10 radiant damage, in addition to the sun damage they already take.
Gotcha. Okay, so all you need now is a wizard who specializes in chronomancy to just change the time to daytime.
I mean, I wish that was a thing that someone could do, but it's not. But
it's just a cheat code.
I mean, yeah. The going game plan for dealing with vampires is my Aberrant Mind Sorcerer will use telekinesis to hold them in place, and our cleric will cast Dawn. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. All right. And the best part is, it's not a saving throw, so even like Strahd von Zarovich over here, no matter how many fucking legendary resistances he has, it's like, nah, dude, my charisma score is too high. I'm just gonna grab you and hold you here. Oh, by the way, fun fact: it's not the grappled condition or the restrained condition. Or maybe it is. That doesn't matter. But I know you're not immune to it in your mist form, so I'm just gonna hold you anyway. You turn into smoke. Okay, cool. Still holding you.
I got roped into a 3.5 game with Spartan or Ragnar, and I'm playing a monk, human monk, and They had to travel from they had to travel through the Underdark to get from one city to the other because we have like 4 dragons trying to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
We pissed off 4 dragons, yes,
Good
and we're only level 4. But we got roped into a first daughter's party because it's her first successful raid, and we have to dress up. So I have there's gladiator pits now. So I have a monk out there in a black suit and a purple flower vest, fighting a couple drow warriors but that's what he's wearing. I'm picturing it just looks so fucking weird, especially since it's the original artwork of Calth.
You know, it's really interesting that you mentioned that, because you and I, apparently our monks have similar aesthetics, because my Mind Drinker Vampire Monk and my naval campaign that I'm in 100% has like the whole like black and like with accents of like blue and gold kind of like suit kind of thing going on, very like well dressed, carries around this parasol that's like size of a beach umbrella to keep the sun off of him.
Okay, so this... Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
This is what he normally looks like, and then this is the outfit that they picked out for him to wear to the party.
Where are you sending this?
Our chat.
Yeah, no, dude, 100%. Like, literally, that art on the right is one of my outfits for cast. Like, literally, I have that image. Like,
wow, okay. So, you know, it's, the bard picked out everyone's outfits, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I gotta fight. Okay, so he unbuttons the vest, folds it, hands it to the bard, and then walks around as he rolls up his sleeves. It's like, if this has not been seen in a movie before, I don't know what hasn't, but
it's pretty great.
Especially awkward since he uses a Synsecticune or 3-section staff. I can never pronounce that shit right.
I just whack people with an oversized parasol. It's great.
Good lord, the idea of just whacking people with a parasol is hilarious.
I mean, it's effective. It's a monk weapon.
A parasol is a monk weapon, or are you just using it as a quarterstaff?
It's a quarterstaff because, like I said, it's like beach umbrella sized.
Oh, good lord. Beach umbrella sized.
Yep.
Now, we talking about beach umbrella or beach quote-unquote umbrella?
So to be clear, what I mean is this. From bottom to top, it's like a foot above his head. If you put it on the ground. And it opens up to like fill like it will put a 10-foot shadow if you open that thing up. Like, yeah.
Why?
It is an industrial strength reinforced for martial arts parasol, because I have really I'm a Mind Drinker vampire. I have really nasty debuffs in the sunlight.
So 2 things come to mind. The first one that came to mind is there is in Monster Hunter, there is in fact a lance or a gun lance that has the parasol aesthetic to it. I don't remember which one it was. And then the second one that came to mind was that fucking umbrella lightsaber shit from Legends.
It's funny you mention that. It's funny you mention that because I am one of the story arcs that we are following down is leading towards getting a corrupted Sunblade that has been corrupted by my family of Mind Drinkers to cast shadows. So it's basically Darksaber lightsaber cast shadows instead of light.
No, why you do this to others?
Because it's fun. Also, here's just like my Figma board. It doesn't have like my outfit on it or my parasol because my artist friend who plays in that game is redrawing all that stuff because she wasn't happy with the old version we were using. But this will give you kind of like an idea.
Oh, what's that cute little thing? Oh, that's Flum? No.
Yeah, that's a Flump.
Flump, that was it.
His name is Scout. He was being smuggled by a group of like exotic magical creature smugglers. And when the other vampire in the party,
the other vampire.
Yeah, so my party's weird because the DM that's running this likes really, really, really high fantasy, like where it's just like all over the fucking place. To the degree that, Fae walking around in your city is normal, right? And basically every river city has like a merfolk town or a merfolk section.
Hey,
right?
Kayla.
Do you have someone in Twitch?
Yeah, she's watching the stream.
Oh, that's
or she
cool.
might be lurking. If she's not lurking, I'd love to see a hi from her, but I think she's just lurking.
Friend of yours?
No, our Kayla.
Oh, Kaylee. Right?
Wait, I think her name was Kayla.
Yeah, no, it's dude.
Okay, hold on. But is the Kayla her account though?
I think Kayla. Yeah, I think that is Kaylee's account. Yes.
I honestly don't remember, and I feel terrible because
her name is. I'm telling you, her name is Kaylee.
Yes, I agree with that. Her name's definitely Kaylee.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that is her account if you're seeing that name. But yeah, no. My DM in that game. Also, hi Kaylee. Hope you're doing well. I don't. What?
No, keep going.
All right. I can't say hi to friends. Okay.
No, you can say hi to as many friends as you like.
Anyway, so basically, that DM really, really likes that really like high level exotic fantasy kind of thing. Which great. It's a great departure from the other couple games we're playing right now. So we have a shapeshifter who doesn't know they're a shapeshifter that like every level transforms into a new person with a different set of memories. We have the it's not it's like the Fae version of a succubus, but she's not like it's not like, there's not an uncrude way to. It's not sex oriented. It's like fulfilling your desire. Your desires oriented. It's like a muse kind of thing almost.
Yeah, I get it.
We've got
more of a con artist than an actual seducer.
No, genuinely like uses mental magic to push people towards doing the things that they want to do. Not in a good way, not in an evil way, just in a neutral way. Some people will interpret it as good, and other people might, have their lives ruined accidentally by it because who knows what happens. But anyway, she gets energy from doing that. Oh, hello.
Hello, peoples. We are back. How are things going with you? Welcome back, everybody. I hope that we still have people watching our stream. If not, that's totally okay. We had people here for a while, and so we'll see how things go. It looks like Anna Meyer is actually streaming tonight. I did not realize she has her own stream now. She's no longer piggybacking off of Lord Kasumba, so that's kind of cool. But I appreciate those of you that are hanging out with us still. If you are just arriving, welcome. You have just missed the party as they completed their quest, if you want to call it that, to go find out what happened to one Arthur Stevens, who was the high priest of a church of Barai, located just outside the gates of the city of Traft, to which they now head back to. While leading that church, they discovered there was something weird going on in some old ruins to the north of town, and so the city refused to do anything about it. So the Church of Barai gathered up his flock and went out there to try to cleanse the area. The Church of Barai, or the deity Barai, is very community-centric, farms, et cetera, and so they wanted the land for farming, but they wanted the city to help them cleanse it because they thought there was some evil wickedness going on there, and the city refused to help because they just didn't have the manpower. And so, long story short, the acolyte and the high priests went there, and they were subjugated by the demonic presence that was living within those halls. And our party has gone to cleanse it, more or less. They discovered that Nilo's sister had been possessed of sorts by some demonic force very similar to the one that was controlling Arthur Stevens, the high priest of the Church of Barai.
And we punished him for it. We beat him up.
Yep, and so they managed to take him out. They banished the demon back to its obsidian mask, although as far as you guys are concerned, it's still within the halls of that complex, although it's trapped. They did find some arcane tomes, texts, and whatnot that gave them insight to what was going on that hopefully Nilo will be able to use to prove that her sister had nothing to do with whatever it was that was going on with the assassination, meaning that she was possessed, taken control of by some demonic influence, which would kind of make sense because when Nilo finally took her sister down, they saw that demonic form sort of escape from her sister and disappeared to wherever it went. And so now they have at least a little bit of ammunition to help try to put to rest this notion that the family was all involved with the attempted assassination of the president, the current president, the hetman as they call him, of Perrinland. And so the party now makes their way back to the city of Traft, working their way out of the hills, out of the tree line, down into the lowlands as you guys finally manage to make your way back. It's a few hours, but by 10 o'clock that night, you guys manage to arrive back at the gates of the city of Traft. And as you arrive at the gates, you are greeted by the guards. Hey, we know you.
Yeah,
Why are you returning at such a late hour? You know the gates is closed from sundown to sunup.
Sorry about that. We were clearing out a cult. And our friend here is terribly hurt.
Yes.
All right.
We seek assistance.
So as they know who you are, and you guys arrive at gate 2, which is here for those that aren't seeing. As you guys arrive at that gate, the guards look you over. They see that you've been beat up slightly, and so they just sort of chuckle and smile. Much safer, Nilo, if you were to come back into the fold, you know. At least you'd have easy duty instead of going out there getting your asses kicked on a daily basis by things what got none of your business.
If I wanted easy, I would have stayed.
See?
As you guys are then allowed into the gates, and you eventually return to your place of stay, which I guess I should, where is it? Sorry, I was just looking for, I have some documents and stuff on the city and stuff, but I completely forgot to have them out and ready to go. But that being said, as you guys make your way back to your respective inn.
Back to reality.
Yeah. As you guys find yourselves back in the God damn it. Oh well. You guys find yourself back in the city itself, back to your respective hotel or your place of stay. You manage to board your horses, get yourself sort of situated, and get a good night's rest. So give yourselves a long rest. Your hit point maximum after a long rest is returned back up to 57 hit points, which is what you originally had, Jarikas. However, as a reminder, a long rest still. There we go. A long rest still in our game is not maximum hit points back. You get your spells back. You get all of your, I should say, your spell slots and all your abilities and stuff back. But when it comes for hit points, you guys can get half your hit dice maximum. So whatever level you are, divide by 2. That's how many dice you can roll to get your however many hit points back that you want. So in this case, all right, I don't know why. For some reason, all of a sudden, I try to open up the player tokens, and it says, "Oh, that token doesn't exist in this world anymore." So I have to actually delete them off the map and then put them back on the map. So Desmond, he doesn't need any because he was already at his max. He has 4 left, so he is going to roll 1 and 2. So he is back up to his max. And so we'll do that. What the heck? Oh. Here's a new day. I don't know why it's not resetting his hit dice, but oh well, it doesn't matter. All right, so anyway, if you guys need to get your hit points back, that's basically how you get it back. So, Tarikas, you have 6, so you can get 3 hit dice worth of hit points back, Tarikas. So go ahead and get however many hit points back. But your maximum, I have reset back to 57. Okay. So go ahead and roll your 3 hit dice to get your hit points back for the day. I wish there was a way to do this through Foundry and D&D Beyond's sheets and stuff, but it's not working. Tariq, is you with us?
Yes, sir.
I just wondering if you were going to roll hit dice or not.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
You just open your character sheet and click on short rest. Do short rest and then pick 3 hit dice to roll and just roll it 3 times. And all right, so your first one is 9. Second one is 8. That's 17. And 11. All right, so you are up to 34 out of 57 after last night's rest. But as I said, everybody's got all their spell slots and all their abilities back. What do we wish to do now that we are back in the city of Traff?
Oh, the main point of being here is to deal with Nyla's family. So while she has never been really integral part of the clan, she was still raised with the clan and very aware of the clan's practices. Does she have to travel to the clan, or can she simply send a messenger to bring one of their inquisitors this way?
So the way that these things normally work with the clan is you have to go to those who stripped you guys of power, and you have to present your evidence in a little clan tribunal. And then the clan elders and basically the hetman, the presidents of each individual clan, will have to make the determination on whether your information warrants a reversal. Basically, it's a little tribunal when you present your evidence.
Does my mother have to come with me for this?
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
Although you do know your mother held a lot of sway and power with those in the clan before all this happened.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this up to you guys, and we can always check with the others later. Do you want to travel with Nylo to her clan's homeland to deal with this, or would you rather her and her mother go and take care of it, and I fill in with another character?
That's honestly a better question for you than it is for us. I'm content to go, venture to wherever your family is with you. But if you want to take a break from Nilo and play something else, and Sean's okay with that, then that's something that I would also be happy to entertain while we did something else.
It's this will literally drag the party out beyond normal adventure stuff. There won't be any major reward into this. That's why I was asking the group about this if you want to do that.
It's possible we might be able to find something else in the meantime, and having your clan as allies, or at least be willing to listen to us if and when those drow do end up showing up, I think that's valuable. So I would be invested in doing that for reasons that aren't just because it's for you.
Okay. Tarikas?
Yes? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear what I asked?
No, I did not.
So Nilo has to go to her clan's homeland.
Oh, yeah, about going with you. Yeah, I heard that. I thought you were talking about something else. Rikus think. Yes. But I thought we were done with this temple thing. Are we going back? I'm not sure. I'm confused.
No, not the temple.
Well, so I have the evidence now. I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to check with the Mages Guild and check with the churches to see if they have any more information on this demon.
You've gone through that book, right?
She flipped through it during the night, but she hasn't actually sat down and read through the whole entire thing. But I'm in the library too, and I'm going to use get as much information as I can to to make my case. We must travel northeast, I believe it was.
No, your clan is actually based. I'm going to pull up the Parentland map here. So Nilo, you were up here when it came to fighting the war, but your clan is actually. Let me find the map down here. Where are you? Your clan is actually. As I move the map around, where are you? Your clan is actually from this region down here.
Okay, so the map I had was that small section then, because I remember them being the northeast of the map, so it must have been just a small section. All right.
Yep.
We must travel south, beyond the tip of the lake.
So the canton of Crestable is where your family sort of resides, and the elders and stuff are more or less based out of Crestable.
All right, we must travel southward to Canton of Crestable. It's beyond. It's to the southwest of the pond of the lake, up inside a valley of sorts between the mountains. It's gonna be a little bit of a trek, but I must go there with my case, and we'll probably pick up my mother along the way. While she is not vital, her influence will be greatly appreciated.
Do you think it would be wise for us to, I don't know, see if we can grab a boat to get some of the way there, so we don't have to walk around?
That might be doable, yeah. In this case, would the two of you mind helping me in the library?
Certainly, I'll provide whatever assistance you need.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Before we go to the library, we have the name of this demon, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tarikas.
Yes.
Can you head to the churches and to the church district and see if any of the more warrior sects would happen to know who this demon is or what type of demon it is?
Oh, yeah, I don't believe we have a St. Cuthbert church here, but I can go
there is.
to... Huh?
There is.
Yeah, there's a St. Cuthbert. I believe St. Cuthbert has a much lesser presence here than there is another particular god, the one that I sent my dragon to meet up with.
Correct.
Yes, I could take them to see if they know anything. Sure.
And Pavisco, you can head to the Mages Guild. I know you had business with them anyway, if I recall. Or was that with the library?
There was some old text that I found, but I wanted to. I need to find exactly where I wrote down like what we found there, but
yeah, it was
like some really old, unseen in like forever Elvish text that I'm going to attempt to use to get a lifetime membership with it.
You're trying to get a lifetime membership with a group. I don't remember if it was with the library or with the guild, though.
I'm pretty sure it was with the library, with the Sages Guild.
That was it, yeah.
It wasn't mage stuff because it was just history.
Can you head to the mages and see if any of the mages that specialize in banishments and calling demons and stuff might be able to help you out with this?
I mean, I suppose I can ask if they. What are you trying to accomplish? You want to make sure that place is cleansed?
Oh, that's easy. That we can just get the church to cleanse it. No, I'm hoping that perhaps someone who specializes in summoning or banishing demons, as in the arcane nature, might know more about what type of demon it is.
Oh, okay. So you mean like taxonomical, like demon, like stuff, like so they know specific. Okay, yes.
Yes,
I suppose I can do that.
The information that the two of you gather from your respective sources can be taken to the library, and we can further confirm this information. Find hard evidence of it that I can then take to my clan within the library. Because instead of going to the library and blindly searching it for things that I don't know anything about, I'm getting relevant information to use to find it in the library.
Yeah, sure. I'll see if there's a mage who knows stuff.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll wander off to the library to start the search because I know the demon's name. So.
Okay. I'm just looking through some stuff here really quick. I just want to make sure. So the library is near. I'm trying to see. I was looking to see if I had like numbers on these things, but unfortunately I do not, which I should have. But anyway, let me see if I can see where I even had the library on the map previously, because it's like I lost all my notes. I don't know where all my notes went. It's like something is up with my. Oh, I had my index and stuff for all my gear. So, want to say the Mages Guild. Did we have that on there at least? Yeah, the Wizards College is 11. So that is right here. And so I believe the library was like right near the Wizards College because we have the Sages Guild Hall and stuff. So it's literally like right in this area. I believe that's where we had it. So, or was it over here? See, now I'm kind of confused. It doesn't matter. You make your way to the library, which actually I think it was over here because I remember it being up on the hill. Over here somewhere. So we have the library and then we have the Sages Guild Hall. That's what it was. So the library is the actual library itself. The Sages Guild Hall is sort of a clubhouse for academics. So the Sages Guild Hall is back here, like right in this region right here, and then the library is sort of sitting up on this little edifice here for you to kind of check out. So making your way to the library. As you step into the dusty halls, again, there are magical lights sort of lighting up the interior, but is still dingy and dusty as they like to keep it old school and arcane looking. And you are, as always, approached by one of the caretakers within the library asking you, may I help you? Is there some service you desire? Do you wish to do self-investigation, self-research, or do you wish to have the aid of one of our sages?
I do require the aid of one of your sages. I need someone who specializes in demons, please.
Oh, very good. We shall get Octavius. Octavius is probably regarded as the best in Perrinland, so you're in luck that he is teaching at our academic college this year, and so we don't always have him in the city, and so you are fortunate. So he is not inexpensive, I might say. So for each hour of his services, the charge is going to be 5 gold coins.
Checking wallet. Where's my name at? Oh, there I am. Shit. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good with him. Yeah, I can handle that. Let's go.
Okay. So placing you in a small sort of or a small cell, if you will, a small room, has a table, a chair, a couple of chairs, I should say, a writing area, a lamp, obviously for light, which is lit as soon as you enter. They light the lantern for you. A homey little feel, not really comfortable, but at least homey and quaint, if you will. Takes about 15 or 20 minutes before a silver-haired man sort of steps through the door. His slightly receding hairline, a rather large forehead, a thin face with sort of pointed cheekbones, not much of a chin, although he is clean-shaven all around. His shoulders are a little bit thin, and you can see that his skin is sort of hanging loosely on him, indicating his age. As he sort of shuffles in, but his eyes are like this sort of this dark, deep, liquid brown, and just very wise looking as he nods to you. I am Octavius Senacius, at your service, good madam. How might we begin this research, and where do we wish to begin?
She swallows her gummy worm and looks up and says, hello, sir. She gives him a polite bow. More militaristic, of course, because that's what she does. But I need research on. Hell, I didn't write the demon name down, or were we too lazy for that?
I don't know. Did you?
Last thing I wrote was Horn of Ilgwith.
The Horn of Igwilv was one of the symbols that you found on the jade golem.
Yeah,
was the Horn
That's the
of
last
Igwilv.
thing I wrote down. What's the name of the demon?
Grazit. Grazzit. Not Grost, not Grost, but Grazit. Totally different.
Okay.
Might be a twin brother, but no, not the same guy.
Distant cousin.
Right. So, I am looking for information regarding a demon named Grazit.
Grazit, you say? That name rings a bell. It strikes something at the back of my brain. Yes. I am quite sure that we can find something. However, before we begin, I hate to be that
he already
person.
Has the coin handed out to him.
As he's like, he sort of smiles. He smiles and says, apologies. However, in doing research, one finds that sometimes there are those who are willing to ask to be fronted the information only to never come back in return in kind. So I thank you for your understanding, and we shall begin right away. Now, it was explained to you that this could take an extended amount of time, for there are books and tomes written on such creatures, but many are lost in time, and it is quite possible we will find nothing. So I will need to know exactly how long you wish me to continue my investigation before we decide whether or not it is done being researched or we wish to continue. But
will you be here tomorrow?
Of course, I am here until the end of the year teaching at the academy. Today, my classes were in the morning only.
For today, we'll only look for maybe 2-3 hours for now. Look around, gather some information. I have my companions searching the churches and the mages to find any little bit more shreds of information that I can reference again another day.
Very well. So he, pockets your coin and he kind of shuffles off.
I handed him 15.
Okay. I need you to please give me a Arcana check with advantage, DC 20.
So, since I am using this man's lovely services, can I argue that this man, who obviously would have a much higher Arcana than mine, make the check?
What's your...
Mine's a +2.
I will give you an additional +2. He gets +4.
Oh, okay.
So the first hour goes by, and he finds several tomes written not too long ago about demonology and various known demons in the lower planes and stuff. And after about an hour of you and he sort of shifting through the books, it is determined that doesn't look like this Grazit character, whoever or whatever it is in them. Although there are alluded to other lines of demons within these books that sort of lead him to say, oh, perhaps if I look in this region, I'll be able to find a little more. So go ahead and roll another Arcana check, please, with advantage and the additional +2.
This time the +2 is in there automatically.
So the second hour, he finds something, but it's not quite Grazit, but he finds a reference, the name Grazit, but it doesn't really say who it is or what it is. However, there was a reference to Grazit along with some demonic horned deity or demon, which was a very powerful demon, known as Belchersek. And I'm going to put that in the game chat so that you guys can actually see the spelling on that. So you can see that is the like I said, Belcher. It's not Belchersek. It's Belcheresk. So Belcheresk is somehow related in some way, whether the same tree, the same line, or the same family, if you will, or faction of demons, or like. And as you're going through, you're learning a little bit about the demon structure and how they, in the planes, the lower the planes, typically the more powerful the demon. The higher the plane, typically the more well-known the demon. And so this Belcheresk sort of fits right in the, below the 50% mark, right? So instead of being a more well-known toward the top, it's more of an unknown, behind-the-scenes, evil creature, depicted with sort of this horned sort of head, and somehow he's related to this Grazit sort of demon or whatever. But in the third hour, you guys kind of strike the proverbial gold as you discover that this Belcheresk and Grazit were demonic entities that were summoned to the surface world under the control of a powerful archmage thousands of years ago, and they did this archmage's bidding for years and years and years. Not sure what happened to them, but it was understood that something happened with the Archmage, and either the demons were freed or they were trapped wherever it was that the Archmage summoned them to. But somehow, some way, I should say not somehow, some way, but that's sort of the story behind how they were brought here, what was going on. So that's how they are tied together, in the sense that they both served, apparently, the same Archmage master that summoned them from the planes below. And it must have been a really, really powerful Archmage to do so, because these two were pretty far down in the abyss, and it's difficult enough to summon a demon from the top plane of the abyss, where it's close to the prime material. Getting all the way toward the bottom of the abyss, even halfway down, is a rather sizable feat. But this Archmage, whoever he was, managed to summon and bring both of these super powerful, basically they're Balrogs, right? They're Balor type demons.
Yeah.
That served in whatever capacity this Archmage had them serving. And so, yes. But there's nothing really about them in the prime material world other than somehow they served, right? It's not like there's stories that tell of the demons riding across the plane and taking people down and subjugating people or anything, but somehow they served this Archmage, and so it can only be assumed that they did some seriously wicked stuff for this Archmage.
Okay.
Before they just sort of dropped off the face of the earth.
All right. This man has helped me out a lot. And, I probably got a little bit more time to kill, so she is going to quickly recount to him the interaction she just had with the being that we've come to recognize as Grazit and the Obsidian Mask.
Right.
So this encounter could be added to the library.
He's like, and where did you see this?
She explains the location of it. It's an old elven temple.
And you're saying this demon Grazit is still there?
Asleep for now, it would appear, based off of what we were able to uncover.
And he's like, why did you not explain this at first? If this creature gets free, who knows what untold damage? You fool! You should have said this right away. And he sort of grabs...
I already have somebody at the church handling it.
As he sort of grabs some of the books and rushes off, leaving you behind, and calling out names of people to say, come, let's go. We must go to the guilds. Let us go. And he sort of disappears in a hurry, obviously rather unnerved by the fact that you were so blatantly callous about.
Is there a one of the young servants there?
Well, I mean, there are a few. I mean, nobody was assigned to you specifically.
If anyone is kind of looking at her, I heard the entire exchange. She will look back over and goes, "That's why I didn't say it first. I needed the information."
As they just sort of look at you and shrug their shoulders.
She shrugs back.
Moving back to the rest of you, as it is early in the morning, roughly 8, maybe 9 o'clock, as Nilo departs for the library. Who wishes to go next on their city quest? Anybody? Praviskro, were you having plans to do anything today other than...
I think I'm probably about to be just like explaining to the Mages Guild like about this demon thing, and then all of a sudden this guy's gonna fucking burst in and just be like, "There's a demon fucking outside the wall."
Remember, that's 3.5 hours after she left you.
Yeah, exactly. So the Mages Guild is over here at 11.
Not the morning person, so you know. I imagine that Pavishka will probably wait in line for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Right.
And then just finishes explaining it when this guy burst in.
Right. So let's see. Over here is Pelor. So I am going to say that St. Cuthbert has a small shrine dedicated to him over on the promenade here, Praviskro, as you can see me indicating on the map where that might be. So like right over here on this promenade, there is a small shrine to St. Cuthbert. If you wanted to go, there is a larger, more prominent building dedicated to Pelor. Pelor is the primary deity here. He's sort of like the head deity of the church, the old church, what they call the old kirk. And so it's all the Flanish deities, with Pelor being the senior, like the Odin or to everybody. So, but again, so you can go to the Church of Pelor, you can go to your own sort of humble church nearby, which is dedicated to Cuthbert, if you wish to go investigate or do whatever it is that you need to do. You awake on me, monkey?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, you said, I thought you we're talking to him.
No, he was. I'm talking. Praviskro's talk about going to the Mages Guild, and I asked you. You have a choice.
Yeah,
you can go to Pelor or to go to Cuthbert. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll go to Cuthbert first.
Okay. So as you depart your friends early in the morning, it's probably around 10:30ish or so, Tarikas, when you, or I'm sorry, about, let's say 9 o'clock in the morning, Tarikas, when you arrive at the temple to Cuthbert, you are immediately greeted by the acolytes wearing their plain white robes, their sandaled feet, their hooded cowls are sort of pulled back. You can see they're all fresh and cleanly shaven. And as they meet you and they greet you and they bow, "Welcome, brother, to the home of the cudgel within this city. How may we be of service to you, follower of the one Lord?"
Well, likewise, salutations to you as well. I need information, if you have it stored within these walls.
Yes, please come in. As one of the acolytes, a young lad of perhaps 16 or 17 years, around his waist he has a blue sash, which indicates that although he is a acolyte and a fledgling priest of the faith, he is sort of like the senior of the plebes, right? So he's like the top of the slugs. And so he sort of leads you into the temple proper, through the main hall into the rear, and then down some stairs to where you eventually find yourself in a little archive, and you can see numerous dusty tomes sort of lining the shelves of various bookcases. There are a couple of priests in here sort of reading and praying and whatnot, but the acolyte looks to you and says, "Here is our archive, brother, such as it is. Is there anything particular that you seek that I may be of service to help?"
I go, "Yes. One that may be very disturbing to this world." Demons.
His eyes kind of go up. "I am not equipped to deal in such matters. I can aid you in your search, but if it is a demon you seek to summon, I quite assure you that his Holy Father would be most displeased with us to go that route. Are you sure that there is a way that I can talk you out of your foolish endeavor of confronting such a heinous and evil beast?"
The Church of St. Cuthbert, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that?
"Brother, you misinterpret my words. Surely I know that dealing with rising of such beasts is not looked upon fairly."
Not looked upon fairly.
But I need information on them, not to raise them.
Oh, whew. And you can kind of see that his shoulders, which were getting very tight, and you could tell he was very nervous, and he was looking at some of the older priests that are sitting at the table who quite naturally were kind of crocking their eyes up in your direction. He's like, oh, it's like a weight of the world comes off of his shoulders, like, whew, thought today was going to be one of those days. And he says, but of course, is there a specific type of demon? Is this a demon who demands blood? Is this a demon who feasts upon the flesh of children? Is this a demon of the water, of the air? Or can you give me more information that we might be able to refine our search?
It is the demon of elves.
Demon of elves, you say?
Yes, me and my companions were in an elvish area, a ruin of such, and there was a demon.
He looks and he's like, and yet you live.
I barely lived.
Surely
you see
the Holy Father,
wounds.
As he looks, he goes, and he sort of prays, and he casts a little blessing over the top of you and says, the Holy Father has granted you life, continued life within this world, and for that you must say prayers daily in giving thanks for allowing you to survive such an ordeal. But surely there's nothing more that we could tell you. If you have encountered this beast by already, then what more should we be able to tell you? You have seen it firsthand.
I am not looking for, first of all, I am not looking for repentance, sir, and I'm not looking for you to tell me anything. I need guidance to these books in this library about such subjects.
Yeah, very well, sir.
If we contain any for study.
Very well, sir. Go ahead and give me a investigation check, DC 18, please.
Allow me to cast bless on myself first.
Okay. You search for perhaps an hour or so, and even with the help of this admittedly clumsy, klutzy, doesn't really know anything sort of acolyte trying to help you and guide you through your effort, you don't find squat about anything about demons or elves, much less demons and elves together. Well, I am very sorry, my good sir. I not sure where else we might look or who else might know more than I. I am admittedly new in this area, and I have never had to deal or search or even begin to question anything about those beasts from the lower hells beneath our feet. Perhaps I should probably go get someone who is more well versed in these tomes, at least to give you some guidance on where to look, if not to actually find what it is you seek.
Sure. I will wait. And
he departs and comes back about 30 minutes with an older gent, probably around your age or so, mid to upper 20s. His hair is pulled back in a tight tail that sort of hangs back, a sort of a sandy blonde type of hair. Has a little bit of a beard going on, but it is kept and well clean. You see that he wears the robes that are not only white, but they're emblazoned with blue and silver, indicating that he is at least a priest of station, if not a high priest, but he's definitely a priest of station, probably sent out to perform services around the local community, as well as to travel around the local farmlands and stuff. They're known as the billets, right? The billets of the church are those that go out there and sort of preach to the flock in the wild and try to bring people into the fold, and then periodically they come back for recuperation, rest, and restoration, and kind of like a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A retreat, if you will. They kind of come back and like into a spa, if you will, to kind of cleanse themselves before they go back out in the world. But he looks and goes, I am Jason. How this boy here tells me you are seeking information on beasts from the plains. This is very unusual, I must tell you, even for one such as yourself, who is obviously a holy warrior in the service of our Father. Is there something?
This world is full of enigmas.
Is there?
But it is true. I am seeking such information.
And while it is not my place to question the warrior of the Lord, it is very unusual. So may I ask you, sir, if you would be so kind as to tell us why it is that you seek such this information?
To cleanse an area that may possess such beasts. As
a demon,
I'm a traveler of this area, and apparently the people of this area have not cleansed it from a nearby ruin that we have just discovered.
Is this demonic entity still there? For we should surely go now with this Holy Father and cleanse this place immediately.
I would say yes, but I don't know enough about it.
I see. Well, I shall...
Which is why I'm seeking information on anything that might
give me
clues on what I've... Give you what?
Give me a persuasion check.
Well, even if we don't get a whole lot of information from all the NPCs and books, at least the city will take care of the problem for us.
As he sort of looks at you, and he's, I shall do what I can to aid you, good sir. And he begins taking you through the books once again. I need once again, an investigation check, this time DC 20. So another hour goes by, and I need you to give me an insight check, please. Another hour goes by, and you look, and the priest that's aiding you, this Jason character, he is obviously to you exasperated in that over an hour worth of looking, 2 hours total now between the acolyte and himself and yourself combined, have not found anything remotely resembling anything that has to do with elves and demons together.
Ronnie.
And so Ronnie's here. Ronnie Noblight, yeah.
He gave us he gave us a 20 and a 1 for the trees.
Nice. All right. So if you guys...
So is that 1 an acorn we're supposed to throw at somebody, and that 20 is an acorn we're supposed to eat, right?
Gotcha. All right. So if you want, now that Ronnie Noblight has showed up, if you want to use that 20 on your roll, you can.
I will use this blessing.
Okay. I am going to here. Let's say the party still has a nat 1 available. You've used the nat 20. All right. So after a third hour of searching, you actually stumble across some text that is a prayer hymn from long ago that was apparently passed down through the elves of the region, and they passed it down to the Flanish settlers who settled in this area and eventually became Paranland, but the precursor to that were the elves. And between the elves and the creation of Paranland as it is today, there was a time when this whole land was subjugated by the Ur-Flan. The Ur-Flan were sorcerers, evil wizards, and they were the ones that you guys destroyed the totem, right? So they made the totem, you guys destroyed the totem. And in along this hymn comes the name Sturgeon Blood. And you recall the name Sturgeon Blood because Sturgeon Blood was the one who made the totem. But what's interesting is that Sturgeon Blood had demonic forces working for him, and then something happened to Sturgeon Blood, and then the demonic forces that were working with him were released and roamed the land on their own for a while until someone else managed to subjugate the demons, and that person is Igwilf. And she apparently subjugated the demons that Sturgeon Blood had brought forth from the abyss below. And this whole long hymn, this dogma, this story written about these ancient times, just sort of puts a lot of things in context for you as you realize that Sturgeon Blood made this totem. This totem controlled the people, but it also controlled the demonic forces that were under his control. That by destroying that totem, you realize that a lot of those demonic forces and a lot of those creatures that were subjugated, not just the people, but the creatures and the beings and the entities that were all under Sturgeon Blood's control, are probably now, if they still exist, have been freed, which could explain why some of these things have been happening, where these demons have been suddenly appearing, and then the Drow are appearing. All of this comes sort of rushing into your mind that we destroyed the totem, and in doing so, released and prevented that totem from ever being used again. But at the same time, you guys have released the hells, if you will, upon the earth. And so there's no telling what was held in check by the existence of that totem, but the destruction of it is obviously a key component into what might be going on in the world today. And it's only been about a month or so, but things appear to be like a little teetering on edge, if you will.
Thinking back on it now, we should have walked into a random wooded area, dug a 6-foot hole, dropped the tooth in there, filled it up, and then gave the totem to the Mages Guild.
There you go. So, that being said, as we go to Paviskronos, as you make your way to the Magic Users Guild, to the Guild of Wizardry, to the Mages, whatever you want to call them.
Yep. Waits in line for 2.5 hours, finishes explaining it, and then the guy who's fucking running to the Mages Guild shows up. I don't know.
Exactly.
This is a guess.
Let's see. I don't know if I have. So when you arrive at the Guild of Magi, you're immediately greeted and brought inside as you are recognized for who you are. You're brought inside to the offices of Corvin Mebernor, who is obviously the Guild of Magi, the wizard guy, if you will. He is the one who runs the Guild of Wizardry. So, and he obviously knows you. So as you arrive, he's like, "My good sir, I did not expect to see you. Welcome, and how have you been? I do not see your friends with you."
Oh yes, they're attending to other people. Well, the same business, but with other people. We found a house with a demon in it outside, like walls.
He's like, whoa, stop.
Yes.
Slowly again, that please.
All right. Old elf house with demon outside city wall.
And so, this is interesting.
Yes.
What kind of demon is this? An imp is a demon, in a sense.
The kind that possesses something like 20 priests of some church I don't remember the name of.
Church of Barai.
Yeah, and Viskar was saying that in character.
Yeah, I know. I gotcha.
But yeah, I know. Anyway, some number of years ago, I I don't remember the details. It does not matter. The point is, it could mind control the several priests, and we had to kill all of them. And it mind controlled us a couple of times, but I think I'm in my right mind now.
He looks and he sort of waves his hand, and you could see his hand glows a little bit as as the telltale signs of a detect magic sort of flow off his hand, and you recognize what it is. And he's like, "Huh, okay, so you have items of power, but you yourself are not an item of power. So this is a good step. So please start from the beginning. Why is it that you were at this place to begin with?"
We were hunting. Not hunting. Hunting is the wrong word. We were looking for a man by the name of Arthur Stevens, who is tied to a conspiracy within one of my party members' clans. It somehow used a demon to mind control a member of her clan and make it seem like they're shitty people or whatever. Yes,
demons
and so
are
we were
like
hunting
that.
him.
They are very, very tricky and very. They twist your words just so.
Yes, he's. Yeah. Anyway, so we found him. He was in the house.
I see.
Being mind controlled by the demon, and then we killed all of them and beat the demon out of him. And his dying words, not really. It's not easy to save a person, after they've been infested with a demon for so long. His dying words were something about finding a book, and generally speaking, the issue I'm coming to you with is Grazit.
Yes.
Grazit. Anyway, he's still probably down there chilling in a mask, like asleep.
So it
like
is
a big
sort
mask,
of
like the size of that
sort
wall,
of like
yes.
an arcane jar of some kind holding this demon in place. It is powerful magic to create a magic jar to trap the soul of a being, much less a demonic power. So you did this? You created this magic jar in order to...
No. You misunderstand me. The mask belongs to the demon.
Oh.
Yes.
I see. And he was... so let me tell you, there is a theory that says that sometimes a demon or a entity of power that may have been trapped or forced into this, what we call a magic jar. The magic jar can be anything. It could be a rock, a stone, a literal jar. It could be almost anything. And it is trapped within this. It can escape. But there are those that believe that if something happens, if the demon escapes from this, it must then go to something else, perhaps another host. And if it loses that host, it is immediately brought back to that original item or jar that it was originally trapped in. And there are some that say that there are rules in the cosmos that say it cannot escape for 1,000 years or 1 year or perhaps 1 day. The rules are vague and all based on whoever created the jar in the first place. So you are sure that this thing is still stuck within this mask. How long ago was it that you saw this? How far away is it?
You could get there before, like, if we left now, we could get there well before sundown.
Oh, so it is close.
It's not. It is very close. Yes. Is there anything you could like? Well, I don't know. It is a rather big mask, but if there was some way to, like, I don't know, condense the soul into like a single point or a gemstone or something like that, and I don't know, put it in a lead box and shift it to the plane of water or something like that. Is that a thing that we can do?
Typically, when it comes to the demons, we leave that sort to those of the church. Although the church and the guild work hand in hand, for we can create the traps and the mechanisms with which to banish the beast, and the church has the means with which to slay the beast ultimately. Unfortunately, though, to slay a being from the underworld, you must slay it on the plane from which it came. So if we were to slay the beast here, it would merely be banished to its own plane, perhaps to return, but well, not necessarily even that. If he was summoned by a wizard of power here and he was brought forth, that demon not necessarily could make it back on its own. It would require another summoning, because I can tell you from experience and seeing this from my former masters that dabbled with some of these darker forms of magic with which I have spent my life avoiding. Demons do not like to be brought from their plane to our plane. They do not like it here. I can assure you that if a demon had its choice and it were banished to its own plane, it would rather stay there. Although there are those that are less powerful that would rather be here, because here they are extraordinarily powerful, but in their own plane, they are the weaker of the species. So it would depend on these factors. But I find it interesting that this thing has been so close nearby but never been detected. It is disconcerting.
Yes, they were working on some sort of ritual to do something with it, probably. Yeah, I don't know.
And you said this beast's name was Grazit?
Grazit, yes.
I have not heard this, but I shall search and research and see what I might be able to.
One of my companions is hiring a sage to do some research ahead.
Oh, so
I assume there is someone
good.
there who knows these sorts of things.
If I were to guess, I would say I'm hoping that they would get Octavius. He is visiting on loan, teaching within these halls. In
very
fact,
likely. It's very likely. Do you, by chance, happen to have a scroll of protection from evil and good, that sort of thing? So I might add it to my repertoire to, if we go back there to be rid of this demon, we don't get mind controlled for like the 5th time.
Controlling people's minds is such a tricky but sometimes fun business. It's great at parties, I can tell you.
I can't tell if that was a Sean laugh or a wizard laugh.
Yes.
I cannot say that I have protective spells such as this. I know the church can provide such protections, but I also look and see. I personally do not have this within but we have many spells in this place that my various
it's a first level wizard spell.
Various staff members, I am sure would have. I do not personally have it in my repertoire, but I am sure that we can find it, and if so, I imagine that for a suitable negotiating fee, we can provide you with such.
Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried about the cost. Well, I suppose then, if we're not going to really get involved and kind of just let the church take care of the problem, the only other thing I might be interested in, if you happen to have it, is if you have a banishment scroll or spell or wand or whatever that I could borrow and or purchase. Just in case, the church, bumbles and gets mind controlled again.
So, let's see. Banishment's a 4th level spell, right?
It is.
Parvisco knows very much how banishment works, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really
I do know that we have the spell that will banish you to another small little pocket dimension. Is this what you speak?
I'm pretty sure it sends demons back to where they came from, yes?
It's true. It possibly could do that as well, but typically the banishment is for... You can use it to banish someone from this plane to their own little demi. And actually, I thought... I won't have to look and double check, because I thought that I know what banishment is, but I could have swore that it said that was specifically for the pocket dimension.
It might send an outsider back to their native plane.
So yes, if it's not native to the plane you're on, it sends it back home. So it sends a mortal in another plane back to the material plane.
Gotcha.
It sends a demon back to the abyss, etc.
Yep. So for 1,200 gold, they can give you a copy of the banishment scroll.
That is a pretty penny, but I think.
And for another 200, they can. I'll just do it now, so we don't have to worry about it later. But for another 200, they do have a protection from evil and good spell.
Yes. Yes, okay. I do like this.
That was the most gnomish yes I've heard from you yet.
Oh man.
So it'd be 1,400 gold total.
I can do that. It's just going to take me a minute because I need to subtract because I have multiple denominations of currency here.
Okay.
So I'm going to give him 100 platinum.
Okay.
Which is 1,000 gold, and I'm going to give him 400 gold. Easy.
Okay.
And while we're at it, I'm actually going to exchange a lot of my silver, 3,000 of my silver, for that would be 30 platinum, right?
Yes.
Right.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the numbers check out at the end. All right. So we'll just do that little switching around there, and I will add that scroll to my inventory. And that's a really expensive scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, you're moving me. Okay.
Yes.
I thought everything was happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
And I'll add the first level spell scroll. Those are both really expensive for the levels, but I want them.
Yep. I just said 200 gold per level.
That's a way to do it.
Yep.
Yep. I have added them to my inventory.
Okay. All right. So it takes you a while, right? All of you to kind of finish up what you wanted to do, what you needed to do, etc., etc. And this really sucks that I'm doing this now, but I'm going to do it now anyway. You all managed to get back to your hotel that you're staying at, and it's killing me that I don't have the... I know originally you guys were in the Phoenix, but we changed it. I forget what we changed it to because I lost all of my notes. So now I'm kind of looking through here saying, all right, which one were they staying at? But anyway, I'll figure it out later and just get into the notes again.
It's just called the Capering Kobold.
Yeah, whatever. I have that.
Anyone knows the Red Goblin Squad before?
I have a whole guide on these things, and eventually I'm going to get a copy of Photoshop so I can deconstruct this map, create and build what I want, some additional locations, and number them on this map. So anyway,
now, I may be talking on my ass, but I believe we were staying here, like on this little block.
No, you guys are right where you were because I remember.
Oh.
That's where we left. That's where we kind of left you on the map, right? So I left you on the map there, and that's where you were. So that's fine. Anyway, you guys all sort of managed to get yourselves regrouped back at your rooms in the hotel around 4 in the afternoon, give or take. It's the 13th day of flock time, common year 586, and as you're sitting around having your meal, there is sort of a little bit of a loud sort of commotion at the entrance, and you hear the sound of dwarf voices, and one of them's like, I don't think he's in here. He's not. No, this is the wrong place. I'm telling you. I remember he was saying he was staying here in Traft at this here location and then you see two females sort of step into the into the establishment, and they're looking around the place, and suddenly one of them points right in y'all's direction and says, "See, I told you, he's right there." And they point past you guys, and as you sort of slowly turn your head and look, they're looking right at Ragnar. And Ragnar looks up and he's like, "The hell are you doing here?" As they come running over, Ragnar, Naz is missing. I don't know what he is. You got to come quickly. I don't think your mother's heart's going to be able to take it. If your uncle goes missing, he's the whole business. We're going to go up and we're going to lose everything. The family's going to lose. You got to come. And he sort of looks around like complete confusion on what's going on as these two female dwarves come in there yelling at him like one after the other, and he's sort of looking his head back and forth wondering what the hell is going on.
What's the name again?
His Uncle Maz. His Uncle Maz is missing. And just for context, Maz Stormhelm is his uncle. And his uncle has a business, and it's a big-time family business, a trade merchant kind of a business based out on the other side of Parentland. And apparently Maz has gone missing, and these two have been sent here to bring Ragnar home to help find what happened with his uncle. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. So, yipper, as the storylines continue to intertwine, as now we have to not only fix Nilo's family, but there's something going on with Maz in the Stormhelm family as well. I appreciate everybody that has been hanging out with us all night long. I apologize once again for those who have been here the whole time that we had that little bit of a snafu when we first started up the game. Really not sure exactly what the heck happened there, but we are very, very glad that those of you that are around stuck around and you are still here with us. We are our next stream is going to be on Monday, which is our first edition game. The next time that this game streams, however, normally it would be in 2 weeks. But as I was looking at my calendar, I realized that weekend is spring break for us, and my mom is actually coming in town for that entire week, Monday to Monday. So I am probably not going to be streaming the week of the 13th. So that Monday nor that Friday am I going to be streaming because, like I said, I got my mom here. But bottom line is we are streaming this coming Monday. The next stream here will probably be the 31st, which I know, Nilo, you're going to be out of town. Hopefully everybody else can make it because that's when our next arc will begin to unfold, as Nilo's arc hopefully is coming to a, or is it? Maybe, who knows? Maybe Nilo's arc is not coming to a close. Maybe it's just sort of her and Ragnar are going to have to twisty-turn together to figure things out together, right? So we'll see. But I appreciate everybody that's been kind of hanging out with us. Players, hopefully tonight was at least a decent enough session. I know there wasn't a whole bunch of combat action like there has been over the past couple of streams, but I definitely... yep. So, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. So we got some stuff going on our Discord, which, by the way, if you guys want to join our Discord, please do so. We've got some stuff on there. We're not like one of these super active, over the top people are posting like 50,000 times a day. We're a small little community there. Mostly our players and myself hop on there, and a lot of times it's just on game day and stuff. But we do have some folks that post some regular content down there. I know that our first edition guys like to post a lot of their stuff out there. So I would definitely appreciate all of y'all if you'd like to kind of join our Discord. And the other thing is, if you join our Discord, you can join us as we talk on the after party. For those that can hang out, I'm going to pop over to the other voice channel. If you guys got to bounce, that's totally okay. But I'm going over to the open channel right now. 3, 2, 1. See you, Adam. Thanks, man.
Have a good night, man.
All right, later. And now I am over on the open channel. So see, if you join us on our Discord, you can bounce over and hang out with us on our open channel on Discord, and you can see what's going on. So, and Spartan's like, someone messing with Aunt Maz, but it's not Aunt Maz, it's Uncle Maz. But that's okay. Spartan doesn't know his own history, but that's totally all right, man. I just think that's kind of funny. I'm actually going to go look because maybe I got that wrong. So I could just do a quick little swap out the next time that we're gaming, and we'll see. And let's go here because I'm telling you. Yep. Oh, Maz is. Sorry, Maz is. Right. That's right. Maz is his aunt. So, gotcha. It was Beckett, that was his uncle. So Maz is missing. So that's going to be interesting to see what's going on there. But I really enjoyed tonight's game because it was a little bit of combat. It was a little bit of wrap up stuff, a little bit of let's sort of get this going. I think it would have been a little more. I probably should have, as a proper DM, I probably should have waited until Spartan was here to kind of drop that one, but that's okay. We'll give him time over the next couple of weeks to kind of figure out what he's thinking or what he's going to do as we come in, and I'll replay that scene at the beginning of our next stream so we can kind of see what's going on. So, what you chuckling about?
I'm fucking with Spartan.
Exactly. That's hilarious. So, but you need to join our Discord if you want to see what he's chuckling about. So that's just how it is.
Well,
Don't forget.
See the chat.
Yeah, that's true. Don't forget, folks. Again, we do stream First Edition this coming Monday. Every other Friday is our 5th edition game, as you know. So hopefully you guys will be back for that. If you have not clicked that follow button, please do so. Just trying to jump our numbers up. We did get one tonight. I definitely appreciate that. Cannonball, if you're out there anywhere in the world, I really, really cannot tell you enough how much I appreciate those every time you drop those gift subs.
Yeah, we love it, bro.
Absolutely, man. So every dime that we get from you guys goes right back into the stream, right? It's not like we're making a shit ton of money doing this. We do it because we enjoy
we're not?
it. No. I do it because I enjoy it.
You told me we were.
Yeah, well, I'm making a shit ton of money. You're making nothing.
I was a part of this because I was supposed to be part of a fast-growing startup company that would make us rich.
Yeah, whatever.
I wouldn't have to pay rent anymore.
Yep. And let me.
So I will be paying a mortgage, which is way more expensive.
Yep.
But for some reason, it's better.
It's not. The demon's name isn't Grost. That's totally misnomer. It's.
Okay. So that was a joke that someone else made. My bad.
Yeah,
it is Graz. Oh, okay. So I was half right.
Yeah, it's close. It's close, and I just wanted to. I could have changed its name completely then from what the original adventure said because it was so close to Graz. But yeah, man. I really hope you guys will come back and continue to follow the stream. Like I said, we're not in it for the money at all. Every little bit helps. Again, I don't mind paying out of pocket for whatever costs that I incur, but because of you guys, we don't have to pay for the hosting service. We don't have to pay for content that I subscribe to, i.e. the D&D Beyond stuff that we can use in the game. Some of the other Patreons that I subscribe to in order to get content, like JBA. If you guys have not seen JBA, they have some really, really awesome Forge content input for the special effects with spells and stuff like that, right? So that's their module that we have added and stuff. So I encourage you guys to check that out. If you use Foundry at all, I encourage you to check those guys out because they got some butt kicking kind of stuff. So, but anyway, I am going to find someone that we can raid. I'm not really sure who.
We could always raid Shadow Legends.
What? Oh no.
What? I can do a full commercial right now.
Yeah. I do like 20 sides of every story. The ice cream sandwich is kind of pretty good.
Ice cream sandwich?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
all right, that's a good name. That's a good name.
Good. Yeah, that's good. So let's.
What else you got?
Let's see. We have Magic RPG Little Bones, but she normally Little Bones doesn't do D&D stuff. She is normally doing indie games, so she picks some of these off the wall, third party, low budget.
What game is she playing right now?
I don't know. 7 Ways to Die.
That's not a bad game.
Yeah, I don't know. Never played it. So anyway, we got 20 sides every story, Cave Geek Art, Atomic Peanut Butter Group. Those guys are actually good.
Those guys are awesome. They've worked with us before.
Yep, Atomic Peanut Butter Group. Those are the guys. They're actually the old Wicked Studios, I believe it is. And so we can kind of pop over to those guys and kind of see what's going on. Let me see what. I think I actually rated those guys last time. Looks like they're doing an Eberron group or an Eberron game. So not 100%
not terrible.
sure.
I kind of liked it. I didn't get to use Calth, but I liked Eberron. I didn't get to use him. I liked the setting.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed Eberron as well. So for those that don't know, and again, I say this 1,000 times, probably everybody here has been here long enough to know. But Nilo's character Jacob, who is Nilo's player, and I play face to face. They did for a while. Same thing with Praviskro. Jacob and Adam were my face to face players before all this interweb stuff started happening and stuff, and that all kind of came together because of the pandemic. But we used to have the game right here at the house every week, every Friday, man. We'd get together and have a good time. So it's going to be sad to see you move out of town, dude. It's going to be sad because if we want to invite you over for like Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, you ain't going to be here. But sucks to be us. But that's okay, man. Up in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania is kind of cool as long as you're near Pittsburgh. Stay away from
I will be actually an hour away from Spartan.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Not really, but he doesn't have to know that.
That's hilarious. All right, so
don't worry, he doesn't watch. It's not like he watches the streams. He won't know.
Yeah, exactly. Let me let's go do Dice Cream Sandwich, man. I haven't seen those guys in a while, so let's go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do Magic RPG. Why? Because there's a whole bunch of people there. When they see us come in, maybe they'll come give us a follow too. So
raid.
We will in just a second. They said they'll be back in 1 minute and 41 seconds. So we want to get
okay. That's 1 minute and 41 seconds, not 1 second.
Yes. So we want to make sure that we get these guys just as they're coming back. So
that works.
Let's go, and we will. Why did it not show up on my screen? Let's try this again. Okay, so I'll just do it this way. If for some reason it's not sending. All right, something weird is. There we go. It's not letting me raid. What's going on? Let's try this again. Absolutely bizarre. Like, there we go. Let's just see how many we can get over there. So again, I appreciate everybody that was hanging out with us tonight. We're going to go into Magic RPG. There looks like they have a level 15 Demigod miniseries game going on. The 12 Atrocities of Heracles. So that's actually going to be kind of interesting. Not really sure who is going to be gaming, but I appreciate everybody that's coming over there with us. Looks like we got a few people. We got about most of our stream that's left now, except for a couple people that actually just bounced on us, but totally okay. But they're coming back in 3, 2, 1. So let's raid over there. Make sure you guys show these guys some love, man. We will see you next time.
Hey, guys. See ya.
Oh, hello, everybody. What's up? Hi.
Oh, thanks for the raid.
Oh, hi. Hi, guys. We're
Welcome,
back.
Raiders.
We just came back. So, last we left off, I believe we heard something. Perhaps a little crunchy something outside the door as Aster was going to investigate. Was he not?
Yes, I was going to investigate.
Alrighty.
Just kind of rolling my eyes
dude.
like,
Okay.
here we go again.